this? They've given me a pop-up message that says, new managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. We'll learn more about that later. Hi. Welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Willars here, aka Super Divorce. And today, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to play a board game, if you will. A board game of sorts. It's called the Night Hunter game. Can you find the killer before it's too late? I don't know. Let me see. First, this is well, it didn't just come out or anything, but it's a brand new game in the sense that I've never played it before. It's not even being unwrapped until just now, so that's what I gotta get rid of that. First and foreskin.
Yeah, don't say that.
The Night Hunter game. It's for your murder mystery party. That's what it says right there, see?
That's what we're doing. The dog's gonna ruin the stream. Phoebe, calm down.
It's a murder mystery party. There's a wolf howling into the night sky. Night Hunter game. Can you find the killer before it's too late? Over quite a few pieces of evidence, 100 pieces of evidence, 4 known victims, 1 new target. Here's what the side looks like.
Say hi. Phoebe make her debut.
Phoebe. All right. Okay. What do we got on the back here? Here's what it looks like on the back. In case you're wondering, we're not going to read through all that because we're going to actually play the game itself right now. And so I'll have to take off the top.
Hey, don't do that.
One of my favorite things to do. Read this first.
Children who watch this.
This is not a channel for children. I make that very clear. Okay.
Are you gonna spend 25 hours reading the instructions?
No, it just says read this first.
Oh.
It's from the Bureau. The Bureau. A Department of the United States, Washington, D.C. Read this first. Dear agents, in this evidence box, you will find the case of the Night Hunter. Captain Snow is the lead on this case, and it is up to you to help review new evidence.
Your music's not loud enough.
I know, I need to turn it up. Enclosed is your field guide to aid you in your investigation. Uh-oh. What's going on with these dogs?
They're playing.
You will refer to this field guide throughout your work. It contains animal bite mark information, chemical codes. There's some bite mark stuff.
Goes good with the bark.
Yeah, that's
Panting.
true.
Maybe there are
Setting
real
the
wolves
scene.
nearby.
Setting the scene.
Tooth profiles. Ooh, a key fob.
Chemical codes for field toxin tests, fingerprint collection. Stop using that. You're going to ruin... That's a spoiler now.
Oh, I thought I was providing a reading light.
No. I've already got enough light.
Fine.
Chemical codes for field toxin tests, fingerprint collection methods, and other key information for your field work. Also included is your government-issued US F907 light device. You just had that.
Yeah, and you yelled at me.
Because it was a spoiler, because we weren't there yet.
Put
That
it in
you
my
will
ear.
find critical for the following. We're going to use that for revealing latent fingerprints that may be present on evidence handled directly by the case suspects, developing and displaying results of field toxin tests, and aiding in looking for other forensic information on photos and other documents. Please make sure to keep your field guide and US F907 light device available at all times as you investigate the Night Hunter. Important. Leave each chapter in the box until you have completed all the objectives of the previous chapter.
There's chapters?
Yeah.
We surely can't do this all in one stream.
In order to validate your findings at each step of the investigation and to provide additional information to help you, we have provided you access to the Bureau's confidential portal at www.thenighthunter.com. This portal will also give you access to witness statements and case tips. You can easily access the portal anytime during the game with the following QR code. Just point your smartphone's camera at the QR code and follow the link to www.thenighthunter.com.
Do I need to do that? Do I need to
Good
have that
luck.
pulled up?
Love, the Bureau.
Do we need to have that ready?
Well, it says you can keep this handy for whenever you want to use it. Here's our light. It's not a key fob.
I thought it was a key fob. Maybe you should. Did you change the music?
Yeah,
I'm sad.
I just put it on like the diner music. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to keep turning off the ads every 2 seconds.
I might be able to do it on. Do they have it on Spotify?
I don't know. You can look. Here's our field guide for agents. Saw that a little bit. All right. So I guess we'll reach in here. And this is Chapter 1. This looks like a lady.
You have a complete soundtrack.
Oh, I guess you could put that on if you want to.
What if my phone speaker sounds bad?
You can sync it up with Bluetooth to this guy over here.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Hold on.
What am I looking for? The Victoria,
I got this little thing.
The Victoria Hawthorne.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
I got to put it on
Connect.
Bluetooth. Okay, it's.
I'm trying.
Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Just one second. Not that one.
Phoebe's really excited.
Okay, it's. Are you good?
I'm trying. Ow.
Are you connected?
It's pairing. It's trying to pair. Pair. Okay. Yeah, now we're good. Here.
Got this little thing. Oh, it was our. I heard our audio coming through. There we go.
There you
Okay. Let's come back over here.
go. Is that okay over there?
I can't even hear it anymore. All right. Chapter 1. There's nothing on the back. That's the beginning of chapter 1. I think that's too loud.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Let's get out the. Here's our first bit. Where should we put this?
Do you
Huh?
want your stand?
No.
Just in the dynamic?
Yeah, we'll do dynamic. I think it'll be more fun that way.
Do you want me to help?
If we need it.
Okay.
All right. From the desk of Captain Snow at the Bureau, a department of the United States in Washington, D.C. I guess we can get all this stuff out because it's chapter 1.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of stuff.
A little stack. I am Captain Snow, Director of the Bureau. Our agency is tasked with the investigation of criminal cases earmarked as exceeding the resources of state and federal law enforcement. You have been granted special authorization to assist the Bureau on a crucial assignment. I am providing you with a field guide. Keep this on your person at all times to aid you in your mission. 25 years ago, 3 similar murders occurred across the United States. At the time, the San Diego Police Department apprehended a serial killer self-titled the Night Hunter. Each murder was committed according to the killer's unique modus operandi and followed by letters to local police departments and news outlets, taunting law enforcement for failing to catch him.
I'm listening. Just stacking the papers up. Scared the shit out of me. Oh my god.
Jess just got jump scared by Franklin University. How lame. Attached, you will find short briefs to catch you up on these cases. I think those are called tidy whities, aren't they?
What?
Short briefs.
Hey.
A year after the murders took place, Bill Mendax voluntarily surrendered himself to law enforcement officers in June of 1996. He provided several accurate and disturbing details regarding the murders that were never disclosed to the public. This evidence, along with his confession, proved to be more than enough to charge and convict Mendax with 3 counts of murder in the first degree. Mendax is currently serving 3 consecutive life sentences at Lompoc Federal Penitentiary. An unsettling case in Little Rock, Arkansas, was recently brought to the Bureau's attention. The crime scene is consistent with the aforementioned murders from 25 years ago. If this is a copycat killer, they have intimate knowledge of the night hunter's methods that were not released to the public, namely, an injection site on the neck of each victim. We need to determine if Mendax is being in communication with anyone from the outside world while incarcerated, or if the wrong man is behind bars. You dig it?
No, I got scared from commercials, so.
Mendax is the guy who confessed to the original murders from 1996.
Okay.
The Night Hunter.
So he said that's me. I'm
Yeah.
the night hunter.
But now someone else is doing Night Hunter stuff
Okay.
and
All right.
using methods that were never released to the public.
That old chestnut.
Yeah.
This is a classic, classic storyline.
I have enclosed the file on the recent murder in Little Rock for your review. We need to know if there is a link betwixt the previous murders and this new one. Scrutinize the details of these reports and determine if a possible connection to the Night Hunter killings exists. Sincerely, hugs and kisses, Captain Snow.
Hopefully it's not a cop. It's always a cop in these things.
Well, we'll see here. Objective 1.1. Determine exactly what was used to kill Caroline Parker.
Is that the new one?
Yeah. So what's our first
I don't know,
piece
there's
here?
all kinds of things here. You've got case briefs. You've got the 3 murders from the 90s. You've got the Beatrice Alvedo article here on the strange case of the Night Hunter. There's some evidence from an apple.
Why are
I
you all
don't know
deef?
what we're supposed to look at first. There's also
I don't. Well, it's like a.
See?
You figure it out. You're the cop now,
Oh.
and you've just been handed all this shit.
Well, it's lots of things.
Well, let's.
What did you say about Caroline?
We have to
Parker?
determine how she
Is she the new one?
was killed.
Do not open until you solve objective 1 and 2. Solve objective 1. Okay, what is objective 1?
Right here.
What is
Determine exactly what was used to kill Caroline Parker.
Okay. Okay, well, we've got these.
You wanted to do this for a living at one point.
I know.
So what would you do? Well, how would you have gotten started?
Well, nobody would have just dumped all this stuff and been like, here you go. I would know what these things are.
They
See?
might have. They
There's
might have
no
been like,
instructions. I don't
here's-
have any background. I've never worked this case before. I haven't read the 3 cases. I guess we should start by reading the old cases. Read those first.
the strange case of the
No,
night.
not that.
Oh, the case briefs right here.
And then you also have here. You got a Braxton Cohen
Yeah, right here.
victim number. Okay, here's a letter from that one, so you can read a case and then read the cover sheet. That's page 2.
This is page. Oh, right here. I
And
see.
we've got Elena Hubbard. That's the 3rd one. And then this is the 1st one.
Okay.
Sarah. See, we
Okay.
don't even have. I don't even have like a notebook.
Well, maybe you should go get one.
I'm not a fancy police officer.
Maybe you
with a
should go
notebook.
get. You just got me all those legal pads. Maybe you
don't
should
know
go
where
get
they
one
went.
downstairs.
And when do we need this?
It
When
just
do we
said
need
keep that handy. Keep that handy at all times. Is what it said.
What the? All right. Well,
What do you mean? What the? You just gotta.
this is ridiculous.
So we're gonna start with the case briefs, eh?
I suppose. Fine.
Okay.
Let me get a notebook. This is more work than I was expecting.
Well, you got to solve a murder. What'd you expect? So,
All the way down the stairs and everything.
Sarah Bennett from 94. What do we got here? This is Elena Hubbard. That was number 3. Bennett was number 1. Okay, here we go. Just got to arrange those things just so. Okay, let me start to go through this a little bit here. Case briefs. The following briefs are summaries based on police reports of the murders attributed to the night hunter. Bill Mendax confessed to the murders, and all 3 of these cases were closed. Case 703-0134. Sarah Bennett, October 14th, 1994. Maybe I should wait until she gets back so she doesn't get butt hurt. If I start reading now, she's going to get butt hurt and make me do it all over again, so I might as well just wait.
Hey, I heard that.
Well, it's true.
I can't write it down if you're doing it while I'm there.
Well,
I don't know a steno book.
okay.
This seems more like something a police officer would use.
Is this what a police officer would use?
Because it's smaller and it's divided into 2 in case I want to separate my notes.
Okay, good idea.
Do you want a page?
No, you can, that'll be your job. You've got better handwriting than I do. So
Not when I have to write fast.
I guess write down anything that seems important.
Okay, let's
We're
see.
looking for,
Murder 1. What year was this? 94?
yeah,
10/14/94. What's her name?
Sarah Bennett
Okay.
from Winslow, Arizona. He says that in the Eagles song, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I went from Winslow, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma.
Is that the Eagles?
I think so, isn't it? Take it easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it in a strange voice. It made me think it was something else.
Oh, okay. So Sarah Bennett was found dead on the side of I-40, just outside Winslow, Arizona. The body was found in a strange position with only slight bruising and no obvious cause of death. The killer left no fingerprints or traces of DNA. A sign was found in the brush near the body that read, "Secretive and duplicitous," and was taken to be a possible motive by the Winslow PD. Interviews were carried out with Sarah Bennett's living relatives and friends who knew her closely. None,
Was carried out?
huh?
What was
Interviews
Oh.
were carried out with her friends and living relatives. None used those words to describe her. No one called her secretive or duplicitous.
Oh.
She was known to be a bright, cheerful person who would never harm a soul. Horror Gamers here. Yo! What's up? We're going to solve a murder mystery tonight while we drink beer.
I smell turds.
Oh,
Somebody
that's
took a
because
shit.
and clean up shit because the
All
dog.
right, good night, night. How'd she do that while
Fantastic. I don't know.
running?
And I guess we're gonna clean up some dog shit too, because the dog just now took. If you looked up close, I'm sure it's steaming. That's absolutely disgusting. See, this is incredible. You try and let the dog run around and have fun, and then this is what happens. I'm not going to show it on camera because it's
It's like it fell out of her ass as she ran. Oh, why gotta be so juicy?
unreal. Good Lord. Oh boy, we're going to have to get some spray going here. Get those candles going again. Good Lord. That just really.
Really mucked it up, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay, 2 years later, Mendax, the night hunter, confessed to her murder and was sentenced to life imprisonment. pause for Kurz. The Banquet. You gotta love The Banquet.
You know, we don't stream and then we do, and then look what happens.
Yep. I think that's a poopy mark right there.
I know.
Lovely.
Not the poopy mark.
Let me look at
So much for my notes.
the Bureau's facts. They faxed us over about
Maybe
Sarah
you can tell
Bennett.
a nice joke.
I'm just going to look at the Sarah Bennett fax sheet here. Victim Sarah Bennett, letter written by the night hunter, sent to Winslow Police Station, collected and filed as evidence. Here's what the night hunter said about Sarah Bennett. The game, I fear, has almost ended. It has circled back upon itself, like I circle back upon myself, back to the beginning from the end, and from the end to a new beginning. Wrapped around myself, but not to hide. I wind myself up for the strike, and when and where that strike comes will be up to me and me alone, for I am the night hunter. Yours. That was the night hunter's note that he sent to the Winslow PD. It was collected and filed as evidence. It was after the Sarah Bennett murder.
Okay, I have to put this outside.
All right. Strange Case of the Night Hunter by Beatrice Alvedo. Wire-jawed thief caught. A wire-jawed thief, eh? Amber Lee's taxidermy. Quality, service, craftsmanship, clean preservation, and mounting.
Is there any more notes you'd like me to take about Sarah Bennett?
2 years after. So he did this in 94. He was caught in 96. I don't think so. I don't know if there's anything on the...
Is there anything important with the letter?
Let me read it one more time. The game, I fear, has almost ended.
Was this in response to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird that he would say the game's almost ended
And then
after the first murder.
well,
That seems odd. It has circled back upon itself, like I circle back upon myself. Back to the beginning from the end, and from the end to a new beginning. Wrapped around myself, but not to hide. I wind myself up for the strike. And when and where that strike comes will be up to me and me alone, for I am the night hunter.
it's like an Ouroboros.
Mm-hmm. And there's a symbol, I guess. Scribbly scratch.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a scribbly scratch.
Okay, next up. The next case brief here from Braxton Cohen, April 10th, 1995, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Braxton Cohen was reported missing April 10th, 1995. His
Is
body,
that a boy?
Braxton?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, let's find out. Cohen.
Tell me that again.
C-O-H-E-N.
When did he miss? 95?
April 10th, 1995. Yes, his body was found the next morning, where it was confirmed that he had been killed the night before. The body was draped over the edge of an industrial trash bin, face down behind a grocery store. The body was discovered by garbage collectors, and although they were questioned, the two were never considered suspects. Taped to the outside of the bin was a cardboard sign with the words obnoxious and violent on it.
Oh, I'm seeing a pattern here.
The sign was considered a calling card of the night hunter. This piece of evidence was used to connect his victims and was eventually used in the trial that put Mendax in prison.
I see.
All right, so now we've got this here.
Did you scare Horror Gamer away with the poop?
I guess so. Oh, well, it's the way it goes sometimes. Victim Braxton Cohen, letter 1 of 2. Letter written by the Night Hunter, sent to Albuquerque Police Station, collected and filed as evidence. Here's what this one says. A pond at night, a reflection of thoughts, a peaceful pool of wonder, my silent requiem. Alone in the darkness, nothing but night terrors, like yellow eyes in the night. They watch me, but I am not in danger. I am not afraid. I am a night hunter too. Yours. And then there's another fax. This is 2 of 2 on Braxton Cohen. Another letter. The clock is ticking. I rummaged through your city like I was the garbage waiting to be thrown out by those who look down on me. But in the end, it was I who looked down on them, and it was they who ended up in the garbage. Yours. So that's what we got on Braxton Cohen.
Okay.
Now finally, let's move on over to Elena Hubbard.
Elena or Elena?
Elena.
How you spell that?
Alayna. Hubbard. September 29th, 1995. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Elena Hubbard's body was discovered by a hiker deep in the woods outside of Oklahoma City. The hiker was off the main path following a game trail in order to photograph local wildlife. Instead, he stumbled upon Elena's body. The body was partially dismembered, likely a result of animal scavengers, which made its original position difficult to determine. A sign reading, "Savage and gluttonous," was found nailed to a nearby tree. Evidence suggests that Elena was poisoned and her body discarded in the woods. The case was considered closed. From the Bureau here, this is on, here's a fax about Elena Hubbard. Letter written by the Night Hunter, sent to Oklahoma City Police Station, collected and filed as evidence. Letter says, the moon shines brightly sometimes outside my window. I look up at it with a longing that few would understand. I long to be free, yet why am I in this prison of 4 walls? Would you put me there if you could? Would you put me in that prison place? Rob me of the feeling of dirt on my feet, or the shining moon that sometimes shines outside my window. You may be afraid of the things that night exposes, but I do not fear them because I am a night hunter too. Yours. Scribble Scratchy. There we go. So those are the faxes that we got right there. Case briefs. Put that shit over there. How about?
I'm trying to see how important this is.
We should probably read through it.
Hold on. I'm not using my steno book right. I'm not dividing it into 2.
Why not?
Because I have to write too fast in order to make decisions about what's going in each column. Newsletter. Okay.
This is from Timely Magazine, August 19th, 1996. Did anything happen on that day? August 19th, 1996.
No, I don't remember what day you said he got caught. Wait, maybe I wrote that down. It was in 96.
Didn't it say right here? He surrendered himself to law enforcement officers in June of 1996.
So this was after he surrendered.
Yeah.
Okay.
June, and this is from August 1996. All right, let's see here. The Strange Case of the Night Hunter by Beatrice Olvedo. The man responsible for the 3 horrifying murders that occurred in a 2-year time frame shocked the world when he turned himself in for his crimes. With the recent capture of Heriberto Seda, the New York Zodiac killer, families have been able to sleep easier knowing that 2 notorious serial killers have been put behind bars. So there was another serial killer who was also captured around the same time, huh?
Yeah, the Zodiac. He's a big deal.
This says the New York Zodiac killer. Is that
I
the
think it's the same guy.
we're talking about?
There was a movie about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Is that who's in that?
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. The Night Hunter received the alias after referring to himself as such in his self-written poems and letters that he submitted to the local police stations of the areas where his victims were found. It came to much surprise when the Night Hunter voluntarily surrendered himself at the San Diego police station. The announcement was made over the weekend that the murderer had been identified as Bill Mendax from Barstow, Barstow, California. With no clear reason for why Mendax came forward, we are left wondering why. The public has begun to draw their own conclusions. Perhaps guilt drove him to confession, or the need for self-recognition. Some believe that the police were closing in. At this point, we can only speculate. To understand the mind of the Night Hunter, we go back to the 1994 murder of Sarah Bennett in Winslow, Arizona. Bennett was the first known victim of the Night Hunter, and at the time, investigators had no suspects, witnesses, or murder weapon. The only clue was the strange sign found near the body with a cryptic message that investigators have yet to understand the meaning. Without any real leads, it seemed as though her murder would go unsolved. The Night Hunter made his mark again with the murder of Braxton Cohen. Remember him? Mm-hmm. In Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1995. And Elena Hubbard in Oklahoma City the same year. Signs were left at both crime scenes. Investigators were able to obtain video footage of both Cohen and Hubbard's last moments seen alive. The surveillance footage of Cohen was captured at the time of his murder, but the tape was damaged and the frames that could be recovered gave investigators no lead. On June 4th, 1996, Mendax arrived at the Central Division Precinct building in San Diego, California to confess to the murders. The officers were skeptical, as this was not the first time someone tried to take credit for the workings of a serial killer. When interviewed, Mendax was able to provide accurate details, including places of the victims' work, locations where they were killed, and details about the murders that were not disclosed to the public. Mendax was arrested and later sentenced. However, there are still conspiracies floating around that he was not the killer and the real Night Hunter is still lurking in the shadows.
Oh, no.
Mendax has a previous criminal record for assault and violating parole. He is now serving 3 consecutive life sentences at Lompoc Federal Penitentiary in Lompoc, California. Amberley's Taxidermy. Quality, service, craftsmanship, clean preservation, and mounting. I feel like they wouldn't just put advertisements here if they weren't going to come into the story at some point.
Maybe.
I bet these might end up being part of the story.
Well, this has the teeth thing. On the
Yeah.
back there's like some teeth.
Mm-hmm. What is this one? Affordable dentures and implants. Free consultation. Where at? Maybe we'll talk about it in the back here. On the next page over here. Wire-jawed thief caught. That's a picture of a bite mark impression on apple found in the home of Allison Bryn.
What was found in the home?
This apple here.
Allison, is that that's somebody we know?
No, we'll probably read about Allison here.
Do I need to write about the apple?
maybe. Article from Elizabeth Good from Timely Magazine, also from August 19th, 1996. It started with a home invasion and took an unusual turn. After breaking into the home of Allison Bryn while she was out Christmas shopping, the suspect loaded his car with a few choice valuables and then sat down in the kitchen to make a meal.
How do I spell her name?
Allison, you know how to spell that? Bryn, B-R-I-N.
Thanks.
Detective Audra Feltz had this to say. It really was strange to think that someone would be so comfortable at a crime scene that after robbing the place, they would sit down in the kitchen and make dinner. In the end, I guess we're lucky that they were hungry that night. One of the officers noticed that there was an underripe apple on the table, and it looked like the intruder had tried to bite into it and left the apple on the counter. The officer on the scene pulled a bite mark impression and sent it to the lab. There were no matches. However, the lab technician processing the sample noticed something odd about the bite. There were small lines between the teeth consistent with wire, and it appeared to be some odd form of self-dentistry. To find out more, we turned to dental expert Greg McDavidson. Greg said, "It isn't common practice now, but some dentists in the Old West used to take short pieces of wire and thread them between teeth right at the gum line and twist the wire to apply pressure to keep a tooth from falling out. We don't do anything like this anymore, of course, but maybe this guy did his own at-home dental work. I bet this eventually gets infected and he has to go to a real dentist." With this information in hand, the police put out an all-points bulletin for local dentists to be on the lookout for a patient coming in with damaged and infected gums or signs of at-home dental work.
Oh, imagine doing that.
Yeah, there we go. You can see the lines they're talking about right here, where he's trying to perhaps keep his tooth in with self-dentistry. Okay. All right, so now we've read everything that we've got right there in that stack.
The murder guy.
Who?
That guy.
The biter?
Yeah.
That might be.
He was looking for somebody to murder. And they weren't there, so he had a snack.
That could be. So what do we got in this right here?
This is, I can't do this stuff yet. Let's keep this over here so we don't lose track. You got,
we don't use this yet?
no, you have, these say after you solve the beginning.
Chapter 1 envelope.
Yeah, see the,
Stop. Do not open until you solve objective 1.1
and that says
and 1.2. Okay.
But
But this we
we're
can
not sure.
use.
Carolyn Parker, is that the new person?
Yeah.
That's the mysterious one. I don't remember when you said she died. We're dorks. Nobody's gonna watch this.
No one is watching.
I know. Nobody's gonna watch it later.
I know. That's okay. It's fun.
Carolyn
Okay.
Parker.
Where did they say her
Maybe it's in
name? Where did they first say Caroline Parker?
I thought it was the first, when you first started reading about it. She came out later.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Captain Snow, director, says,
Maybe they never said her name.
oh no, it was down here at the bottom. Determine exactly what was used to kill Caroline Parker.
Is that the objective?
That's 1.1. That's what we're
killed
looking.
her? So we need to figure out what was used to kill her.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what we got to do right now.
How do we know if we're right or wrong?
I'm guessing there will be an aha moment.
Oh,
Hey, look, we got some numbers
how did you know to do that?
because it said you'd use this to.
I was too busy fucking around with it.
This is the toxicology
that on the-
report.
On anything else? You're supposed to use it on anything else?
Well, I don't think it would be. It wouldn't be on a fax from
But
the
it would be
police
funny.
department. I mean, okay.
What are
What
these
is all
numbers
this?
mean? So,
Toxicology report.
there a code on the back? It's probably in here.
We'll have to see. Okay. Chapter 1, Case 1.
Got
Oh, yeah, here's some numbers. Night Hunter handwriting
code.
sample.
Put it on the brown. No, on this.
Well, you can see it pretty well right here, too.
I can't.
Okay, there. There's that. What do we got here? What is this?
Crime scene photos.
Okay, this is the Caroline Parker. What did he call her? Ferocious?
And disrespectful. That's right here. They have a close up.
Oh, okay, there we go. Ferocious and disrespectful. This is how Caroline Parker, the new victim, was found.
And look, you can put this over top of that and see if the letters match. Or if it was a different guy.
How does that F look? Looks pretty similar, I
You can
think.
usually tell with like E's,
And
like
E's.
lowercase E's,
I think that looks.
R's, lowercase R's, D, like the D, that's a good one too. Like some letters don't have as much.
R. How about the C's? How do the C's look? Yeah, the C kind of has a little bit of an angle to it.
The D looks the same. You've got like the not connected middle with the overarching.
Yeah. Yeah, this seems to match up pretty well.
Yeah, so does the A. He does that weird A. Most
Mhm.
people don't do their A's like that. So it looks like, so this is the original handwriting sample.
Yeah. And this is the new one.
Okay.
Okay,
They'd have
so.
a hard time matching mine because my handwriting's always different.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna put handwriting seems to match.
Okay, Caroline Parker. Here's the handwritten note found at the scene. So, well, there's a difference. Previously, he had sent the notes to the police department. This was found
Oh, this, I thought
at
you
this.
meant that.
No, this was found at the crime scene. I find no rest, no sanctuary here, no territory to call my own, no land on which it's safe to roam, not safe in bed or secluded cave, not safe at night, although I reign. You think your games still trick me. You think my cunning has run dry. I leap and bound and dance and pounce. You'll never catch me. You'll never even try. Yours.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got here?
Oh, I forgot you have these numbers too. Yeah, it looks the same.
What is this? Edwards Natural Science Center disciplinary action slip. This is from Caroline's work,
Oh,
a write-up of sorts.
hold on. I'm looking at, I gotta take a few notes of the photo. She's
Okay.
hanging on a tree. Okay.
All right. What does it say here? So she was written up at work by her boss, Peter Wilkson. Wilkson, looks like.
Hmm?
Okay. This is from October 5th of 2021. Severity second warning. This is the second time I have caught Caroline working without gloves while preparing specimens.
Ew, yuck.
Heavy metal poisoning is not something to be taken lightly, and I need her to take the required protective protocols like latex and vinyl gloves more seriously. This will be Caroline's final warning. If this behavior is repeated, Caroline's access to laboratory work will continue only under direct supervision by her manager. Here's a little note.
It's like Scott.
Good luck on your speech tonight. Break a fibula. I can't wait to see you up there. Signed, Steven.
Who's Steven?
I don't know. Maybe that was like maybe a boyfriend.
Oh, it's like a picture of our work desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Stephen wishes her luck. On what?
on her speech tonight. She was doing a speech.
What is that?
This right here, this is a business card from, I'm guessing that's Lux Inter something. It's a card for a William Davenport, Senior Sales Associate. And then there's a post-it here. Carter Redrick has popped in. Sup? How's it going, Carter?
I thought that's what the note said. I'm like, what?
No, that's in the chat.
I get it now. I
Uh,
started writing that down. Hello.
okay, the post-it note says themedscompany.com. We can visit these websites too.
Oh, should I? Should I do that?
You might want to. And it has a username and password.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's see what happens. The
Well, wait, we're gonna need to find Caroline's her birth date. Did they have that
Well,
listed
maybe-
anywhere somewhere? I'm sure it's got to be somewhere.
Maybe it's in here. On
Yeah, we'll write this down. The
what, her
meds.
birthday? I'm going to it.
Okay, well,
Do you not want me to do that?
you can't log in yet. What's up,
Oh.
Jorfus?
What's up?
Jorfus has joined.
Hi, Dorfus.
Long
Sorry,
time
yeah,
no chat,
We've been radio silent.
but we're trying to solve a murder.
Maybe you can help.
Hmm.
This is part of the Night Hunter. Okay. Name and date of birth. Caroline. Do I have to just put Caroline P?
Yeah. And then password is going to be her date of birth.
What's that?
We don't know yet.
I thought you knew.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're going to have to find the date of birth so we can log in. So it's probably in one of these papers here. But that's why I was telling you to make a note. Jorfus said hello, Jess.
Hello.
Caroline suffers from angina.
Oh, that's like a heart thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like it's chest pains, right?
I think.
We've never done one of these before. So it's a little bit.
I'm glad we didn't have to read instructions for 2 hours before we started. We could just open it up and play it.
Jorfus's guess is that it's the butler.
Oh, good
He said
guess.
it's always the butler.
Except for when it's the cop, the dirty
Yeah.
cop
That's true.
that worked the original case and it was him the whole time.
That could be.
Or the guy writing the articles about it, you know,
Yeah.
Peter Parker type scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get those sometimes.
Okay,
There's always somebody involved.
I'm trying to keep as clean an area as possible here. So let's move this stuff over to
Well,
the
her date of birth
other
is
site.
probably on here, right?
Well, I know. That's why I said
Oh.
I'm sure it's going to be in these papers here.
Whatever.
We'll find it in no time. Crime scene report from Little Rock Police Department. Date 10/7/21.
What is this?
This is the crime scene for Caroline Parker.
The crime scene? Like
Yeah.
the death report?
Yeah.
I ran out of paper.
Oh, of course. Look.
What?
Date of birth. Look.
Mm,
You can't see it. So we can't log into the website yet.
yeah.
Okay. Victim information. Let's see. Age. Okay, so she was 38.
Who's got a calculator that wants to tell us what year she was born?
38. She was 38 in 2021. Jorfus knows who did the murder. Not the butler? I'm going to have to get a phone charger soon.
I
'Cause
just
this
bought
guy-
some.
This guy's about out of juice.
Here, let me. I'll go grab you one. So 2021 minus 38 was 1983. Do you have a month or a day? Can you read either one?
I'm trying to see here. What could that be?
Oh, can you see it on here?
Oh, date of birth.
It's
Is this for
smudgy.
Caroline
Can you see
Parker?
any more?
Let's see. That's... Is that a 9? An 8?
1983, we already know that.
Yeah, I know that. So what'd you say, 83?
Yeah.
And she died on what day? 10/7. So that means her birthday would have been in what? My brain is doing flips right now. I'm not good at this shit.
I'm not either.
My
She
brain's
was born in
horrible at math.
83.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out, like, okay, so
If she had turned her new age or not,
yeah,
you don't really know. You don't know if she was either had a birthday before or after her death. If she was killed in October, she could still have almost turned 39. So we'll just guess 83 for now until we know different.
okay. Well, let me look at this crime scene report summary.
Maybe it's in the blood. There were
Well-
some numbers in there.
Why would there be numbers in the blood anyway? I don't understand what that's.
Maybe it's like to identify different toxins in the blood. Maybe there's
Yeah.
like a code somewhere.
Okay, well, we'll set that to the side for a sec.
It's her birthday.
Okay. 38, female, 5'8", 155. She's a redhead, green eyes. Distinguishing marks: tattoo of moon on back on her right shoulder.
Need to talk about the moon.
And she worked as an archivist. She was archiving things.
Well, what was she doing with her gloves? Why'd she get in trouble? Doesn't sound dangerous.
Well, she was archiving.
Heavy
She
metals.
worked at the Edwards Natural Science Center.
Oh.
Home address: she lived in Little Rock. Description of crime scene. Position of victim. Victim was posed on the branch of a tree, lying transversely. What do they mean by that? What's transversely? They showed her, right?
She was laying on her stomach. Like
Is that transversely?
That's prone.
Transversely.
No, I don't know what transversely means.
I guess it's that right there. Whatever the hell's going on there. Okay. She was lying transversely over a large branch.
Around it, maybe?
Hmm.
The transverse abdominis are the ones that wrap around.
The body was found in a small park just outside the Edwards Natural Science Center campus on the Arkansas River Trail.
That's right by her work.
Yeah. Faced as if it was meant to be found by passers-by. A small sign was hastily hung with string on the same branch as the victim's body and was positioned near the victim's head.
How do they know it was hastily hung? Maybe he spent a lot of time doing that.
Well, I guess if he did, he sucks at it because
Wow.
they're making that assumption.
Sucks at hanging signs.
Murder weapon. No murder weapon found at the scene of the crime. No evidence of blunt force trauma or stab wounds. Bite marks on body appear to be from an animal. Exact
Or are they?
exact cause of death undetermined. Okay. That didn't tell us too much except for where she was found.
Let's see what the blood numbers mean.
Okay, this is the office of the Little Rock Medical Examiner in Pulaski County in Arkansas. Report of investigation by County Medical Examiner. Caroline Ann Parker, female, 38, lived in Little Rock. Worked as an archivist. Known medical conditions: angina. Known medications: nitroglycerin.
That's her medication?
Yeah. Notification by investigating agency. Little Rock police notified husband. Oh, Stephen Parker's her husband.
Is that the one who told her to have a good chat or a good speech?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
This note. Good luck on your speech tonight. Break a fibula. Can't wait to see you up there. Stephen, that was her husband. Stephen Parker.
Oh, I'm trying to get your charger ready to go here. Oh, looks like somebody tried to steal that.
Description of body. She was clothed.
Oh,
No disrobing happening there.
it's probably good. Nobody likes it when that happens.
Fully clothed. Green eyes. Red hair. 155 pounds. 5'8". No facial hair. She didn't have a beard or a mustache or anything. Identifying feature. Tattoo of a moon on back on her right shoulder. What does this say? Rigor, yes.
That means her body was stiff. Don't yank on that too hard. Do you want me to get an extension?
That's what
or
she
is-
said. No, it's fine
You sure?
for now.
We can scoot the table over.
Does it say her boyfriend or was her husband? No, it didn't say anything about a fight or anything like that. The only clue about their relationship that we have is that he wished her good luck on her speech. That's all. So he seemed like a supportive husband. He said to break a fibula, like break a leg, but she's joking around. I don't think he really wanted her to do that. All right. She was stiffened. Rigor mortis had set in. She was not lysed.
What is lysed?
I don't know. It says Lysed. Maybe I'll have to look that up. What is lysed? Liver mortis. Bluish purple. Is that the color of your skin?
I guess.
Liver mortis. Fixed or non-fixed? It says fixed.
What?
Jorfus is saying, then husband out. He's already letting him go off of that little note right there.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Okay, bodily examination. Dermal irritation. Her mouth was irritated.
Mouth or dermal?
Well,
the
mouth.
skin.
They're showing like
Oh, where the
around,
dermal, oh, okay.
yeah, around her mouth area. A partial bite mark on her right arm, on the bicep. A partial bite mark, I would say, on her side, just about rib level on the left side. A partial bite mark on her, just above her right knee. And a puncture on her neck,
Oh,
on the back of her neck, on the left side.
how big?
It's just like a dot.
Oh. Didn't they say that's what linked them?
Yeah.
They didn't- But when they never said anything about that in these.
I know. That's why they said it was a secret feature that had
Oh.
not been released to the public. Carrot's here. He said fart liquor.
Hi, Carrot. Why are you laughing at me?
Hi, Carrot.
I was gonna call him a fart licker back, but then I realized
You just took the high road.
I thought I'd be a better person. No, I realized you can't call somebody the same insult as and you just sound like a jerk. Anything better.
Good to see you, Carrot. Thanks for stopping by as we try to solve this murder of the night hunter.
After we solve this and we get really good, maybe we can solve the mystery of what happened to our cats.
Maybe so. Yeah.
We have no cats left, everybody. Mr. Henderson decided to join his brother in the wilderness.
Henderson took off the other day.
We think. I don't know.
Well,
He
as
just
far
wasn't
as
here
I
anymore.
know.
He was just here and then he wasn't. And then we've never seen him again.
Yep.
We didn't let him out. He found his way.
Sorry. You can't say that, Carrot. Jorfus already said it. If you scroll up through the chat, you'll see that Jorfus already said it was the butler.
There's no butler in the story yet.
Maybe there is. Maybe
Oh.
there will be. You're going to have to choose someone else. Okay, so we also have a partial bite mark on the, what would you call that? The right calf on the side of the leg.
Biting in these places.
Well, they were saying they thought it was,
Well, good thing we
the bite marks appeared to be from an animal.
Good thing we've
That's
got
what
all
it
these
said over
bite
here.
marks right here to look at.
Yeah.
Tooth profiles. There's a lot of teeth in this.
Language.
Who, me?
No, Carrot said poppycock.
Oh,
And Jorfus-
no.
Jorfus called him out for it. Okay, so let's continue looking here. Marks and wounds. We already went through all those.
Carrot did it. They have a blood report.
Probable cause of death. Death consistent with anaphylaxis.
Oh. Stop breathing.
Awaiting toxicology results. Estimated date of death 10/6/21. The report was from the 7th. They thought she died on the 6th. Disposition of case. Autopsy requested. No, it says autopsy ordered. Yes. Forensic pathologist T. Schmidt.
Oh.
Do you want to write that down?
Who's that?
T.
No, who?
Schmidt.
Who is that? The toxicologist?
The forensic pathologist.
Okay, why do I need to know that?
I don't know. Maybe we'll need it later. You never know. And then it's signed down here. Pulaski County Coroner's Office. Signature of forensic doctor Linus Rogers. Another name we might need. Linus Rogers. Okay. So
So that's all we get, and we're supposed to figure out what
what,
killed her?
yeah, what
Well, something in these numbers.
Carrot thinks his name is Turd Schmidt.
Could be. T. Schmidt, yeah.
Maybe his name was originally Turd Shit,
Let me see this.
and then he changed his last name so it would be less poopy. But he kept his first name Turd
Turd shit.
to honor his family because he didn't want to.
Not
complete.
to honor his family. So the toxicology was done on the 12th. There's no code.
We'll look in the. What about the field manual?
I just saw bite stuff.
Was there anything about
Look,
toxicologies?
not that I saw.
What is this
Hazard,
stuff?
Class, pictogram.
What is it supposed to tell us? The numbers.
Carrot should know. Isn't he an EMT?
The turd
Should he know?
lineage.
How to
Yeah.
use UV light. He should know what the numbers in the toxicology means. Tell us.
What are numbers in toxicology reports? What does this mean?
I don't think this is official. Probably not what really happens.
What does it mean when you shine the blue light on the blood sample and numbers come up?
Chemical identification guide.
Oh,
Okay,
there we
we've
go.
got it.
Okay.
All right, let me write these chemicals down. Hold on.
We'll go from low to high. You
Okay,
ready?
hold on. Chemicals. Post Malone. All right,
8.
what you got?
13.
13 is. Wait.
Just write the numbers down, then you can fill them out.
Oh,
I'm going to give you the numbers. 13, 15, 16, 24, 29, 30, 47, and 50.
Okay, real quick. On one of those things, you said that she had an angina, but she also had a medication.
Nitroglycerin.
Okay, because that's on here.
Yeah.
Okay, nitroglycerin is 16. So she takes that anyway, right?
Yeah.
So that,
Carrot said everyone is born with riddles in their blood cells.
oh, that's
That's
true.
what these are.
All right, 13 is somebody. We need Gus.
Yeah.
Gabapentin.
Gabapentin. Yo, gabba gabba.
Okay. 15 is alcohol.
Good timing. Look at that.
I want one.
You can have one if you want.
24 is meth.
Say hi to Carrot, warrior. He's just chilling under the table.
Trichloride.
There you go.
These are all things I've never heard of.
Carrot said his fucking dog is on gabapentin.
What is it? See, he needs to tell us what these things are.
What is gabapentin?
Gabapentin.
He said GABA.
Well, maybe he typed.
Does it say GABA? Maybe they typed it wrong.
Maybe that's an off-brand.
Could be.
Benzodiazepine. Dang, she's got all kinds of things in her system.
I wonder if she's had any Quaaludes.
No, she's got methanol trichloride. Is that just meth?
I don't know.
Lots of things start with meth. So
Yeah.
Diazepine. 47.
I hope she's on Quaaludes too.
I don't see Quaaludes.
Man.
They stopped existing.
Well, maybe that's part of the story is they have a secret Quaaludes lab.
Oh.
That'd be if I make a game like this, I'm gonna create a killer who
kills people with old Quaaludes.
No, new Quaaludes.
Oh.
New ludes.
Lead.
Carrot says that
Convulsions.
Yeah.
Oh.
whatever that was called. What is it? Gabapentin helps with convulsions. Does he have like epilepsy or something like that? Never heard of a dog. I didn't know dogs or cats get that kind of thing. Convulsions and...
Yeah, the girl who does my piano lessons, I told you that her dog has like really severe seizures. And
I must have forgotten about that.
Yeah, they had him on like a keto, like raw food, raw meat diet, and then they did fasting for him and all this stuff. He has to wear a diaper because he poops himself when he does the raw meat. But it helps his seizures. That's why she brings him to... He's a golden retriever, too. Like Phoebe. But he's not stupid like her. He doesn't poop on the floor.
Phoebe was out running around, and then she had to go night-night.
Because she took a dump while
She
was
took
running.
a huge, steaming pile of shit just right next to the table here.
Right after she was outside.
Yep.
Okay. Are you ready for the information here? This says differentiation. The difference between a poison substance and a venomous substance may seem trivial at first, but knowing the difference could save your life or someone else's. Okay, this is just telling us what poison and venom is. Poison is when you bite it. Venom is when it bites you. Okay. There are many types of natural poisons, many more synthetic ones. It should be noted that poisonous substances can be forcibly injected into a victim, breaking our rule of thumb. Therefore, your best bet is to take both blood and saliva samples. Venoms are not we find in the field. Myotoxins, which damage muscles, neurotoxins, which do damage to the nervous system, and hemotoxins, which inhibit blood clotting. All three of these can be found using your poison field detection kit. That's all it says.
Okay.
So since we don't know anything about these things, how are we supposed to know what killed her? We have to get on Google. They don't give us like a...
No. No.
Like you should have everything.
She was clearly poisoned. Clearly.
Okay.
So,
we have to find out what poisoned her.
Determine exactly what was used to kill Caroline Parker.
Is it just that?
Exactly what? Now, hold on, because she had... Okay, hold on. So she took nitroglycerin for her angina.
I don't even know what nitroglycerin does.
It helps your heart
Okay.
somehow. I don't know. I'm not a pharmacist.
Fine.
But, okay, so there was that. And then what else? So you could cross that off. She wasn't killed by nitroglycerin. She was on that medication.
Okay.
And, what? Oh, hold on. What does this mean? She was handling specimens, remember?
Oh, heavy metals. That could explain
Yeah.
the lead.
Okay.
I don't
Heavy
know what
metal
all these-
poisoning. Are any of those other things heavy metals? Or
don't know what-
byproducts of handling heavy metals?
Well, there's 2 chlorides. Methanol trichloride. That sounds like something that you'd fuck around with in a lab. And strychnine hydrochloride. The rest of benzodiazepine is a drug. I don't know what carisoprodol is, but that sounds like a medication or a drug. And Carrot told us what gabapentin is, so that's a drug. And alcohol is a drug. I mean, I can search for these items, but that seems silly to have to do that.
What did it say about when they interviewed her friends and family? We had some information on that, didn't we?
You should stream on Sundays. Maybe we'll try to do that this week.
Okay.
Maybe this Sunday.
We'll give it a shot,
We
please.
probably can't do it this late because I work Monday mornings, but
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah, maybe I'll be on Sunday then. God bless the USA. Happy belated 4th. Woo! Thanks for stopping by, Carrot. Good to chat.
Okay, so they probably assume that people are using the Google for this, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So
if you were a
I'm just
cop,
looking
you
it
would
up.
be.
Gabapentin, nerve pain medication. Okay. We know what alcohol is.
Mm,
Methanol. Oops. Trichloride. Chloroform. Okay.
okay,
Why did-
chloroform.
Yeah, we know what that does.
Well, it didn't kill her, but we know why he used it.
Yeah. Okay. Carisoprodol. It's a muscle relaxant. Okay. That's
Which one was the poison?
well, maybe the strychnine hydrochloride. I'm gonna look up what the benzodiazepine and depressant, sedation. See, this is like the Quaaludes.
Mm-hmm.
Hypnosis. Reduce seizures.
Yes,
it's like
she was
a-
indeed sedated.
So it's like a Valium. That's like what Valium and Xanax and stuff are.
Okay.
Klonopin. I used to know a friend that would enjoy those.
Not good.
Strychnine. Hi. My phone's gonna be like, what are you doing?
You're gonna get a visit in the night from.
Somebody near me is gonna die. And they're gonna be like, well, we see what you're up to. This looks complicated.
What does?
Highly toxic. Well,
What?
strychnine is,
Strychnine.
but it says hydrochloride Okay, let's see. We have to read this. It's a chemical compound combining strychnine with 1 molar equivalent of hydrogen chloride. A rodenticide. So, rat poison?
Yeah, rat poison. That'll do it.
I'm gonna look.
That'll do it. So I think we can safely say the rat poison that was injected into her probably was responsible for her demise.
Highly toxic to avian species. What is the... so strychnine is a notorious poison.
Okay, there we go. I think we solved that.
Okay.
I think we can move on since we
Number
know.
47. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to find out what happens next in chapter 1?
Should we open up this?
Or should we do this on our own without bothering everyone else? Check for any suspect that has struggles with the economy, says Mr. Dorfus. Killer sedated her. They gave her poison and then she died.
Yeah.
Mr. Dorfus is helping. I'm sorry, Dorfus. I need to check the chat more frequently. I had to go Google things. You were right on, though.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
All right.
Okay.
We never found a birthday.
Well, we don't need it yet. That's not part of the deal. We just know it's mysterious, but we did find out what was used to kill her. So we can continue on here. All right.
Wait. Where's the first part?
What? Where's
The
what
part
first
that we
part?
completed.
Right here. This is just her case file.
Well, I'm putting the answer
Rat
to
poison.
the first thing, so we know.
Okay.
We solved it.
We might need some of this stuff here. I'll put this on top in here in case we have to come back to it. There.
Very official.
Mm-hmm.
See? I
Yep.
could have been a police officer. Look
Yep.
at that. I solved it.
Fantastic.
We can all go celebrate.
All right. Let's reach in here and see what we got. This is just,
chapter 1.
yeah. Okay, this is, let me empty that out here. Looks like a slide.
Hold on, wait.
What?
Oh, okay.
What?
This said envelope 2, and I was
Yeah.
like, I thought you were...
No,
Okay, sorry.
no,
Okay.
not some kind of idiot.
Well, then what is this if that's not chapter or envelope 1, okay? See what
This
I'm
is
saying?
just like the file.
I see it now. I get it.
All right.
Mr. Dorfus, he solved it. Well, we solved the first part. There's 3 parts here.
From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, your thorough analysis of the crime scene was well done and has already proven to be invaluable to this investigation. Considering that the same chemicals were used and bite marks were found on each of the victims, the parallels between the Night Hunter killings and the murder of Caroline Parker are impossible to ignore.
Same chemical compound, is that what you said?
Same chemicals.
Okay.
I have viewed the bite marks myself and believe that something about them seems incomplete. Enclosed is a copy of the bite mark impression taken from Caroline Parker's body. If you can identify the species of animal that left these marks, it may help us understand how it lines up with the murder. Good luck. Love, Captain Snow.
Oh, great.
So we got these bite marks here.
Okay,
And
you've got herbivore teeth.
Hmm? Hold on. Let me put this down. Let me put this back in here. Keep this stuff where it's supposed to go.
So you've got herbivore teeth, carnivore teeth, and then you've got sets of different monsters.
Yeah, all the monsters.
It says Gila monsters, so I got confused. So you're gonna have to. Then it's gonna take like 25 years to match up all these teeth. Here, go ahead.
Well, let's see.
Tell me what, or do you want me to do that?
No, I can.
Can you hold and?
Yeah, bite marks taken off of Caroline Parker's body. And,
You can hold this right over top of those.
well, if they're the same size, let me see.
Or you can try these if it's easier.
Hold
to
on,
try
I
this
don't,
first.
I just, Let me check and see if they're...
It should line, it's a partial, so it should line up with somebody else's.
I'm trying to make sure that we got that it's actually meant to be lined up with.
Well, that's why it's clear,
Well,
so you can hold it over top and see.
I was assuming so, but
Quit getting mad at me. Well, those are big.
that's what she said.
Maybe you let me do the teeth analysis.
Well, then you won't be able to see it on camera is the problem.
Why don't you let me hold your phone while you look?
I'm just trying to read this real quick. I mean,
Let me look at this.
we can probably be presumptuous here and say that it was a carnivore that did it, not an herbivore.
You never know. Could have munched on her after she was dead.
By noting the types of scavenging bite marks, it is possible to tell how long the body's been decomposing.
Is this all that we get in this one?
It was only for a day. So they say that many different types of carnivores are attracted to a decomposing body at different points in decomposition, as the slowly intensifying smell brings in different animals at different times. By noting the types of scavenging bite marks, it is possible to tell how long the body has been decomposing. So you'd want an animal that is only going to scavenge within like the first few hours, really.
Okay, so how do you know that? Does it say?
I was seeing if there was any sort of...
I think it's.
Oh, we've got... They tell you where the animals are from. This is from the northwest. We want to look in the southeast, right?
Where's she from?
Or
Hold on.
just south...
Where was she?
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Yeah.
Arkansas. I don't
Yeah.
know where that is on a map.
You don't?
Nope.
You don't know where Arkansas is?
Kind of roughly, but no. I'm not good with my maps.
It's in the south.
Well, I know that. Just south?
Well, I would say southeast
Okay.
is
let's
where you'd want
start
to
there.
look. It's not going to be a white-tailed deer.
Maybe it is. Maybe they get wild out there.
No. And it was up in a tree. She was in a tree.
Maybe it bit her before she went up in the tree. A bat, maybe start with the bat or the raccoon. He talks about the nocturnal animals. Oh, here, hold on.
Doesn't quite match up.
Well, it's smaller, but the pattern could be the same. Match up more of them. See if more of them match. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out.
They're just partials.
Yeah, I know.
What are you trying to match up right now? The raccoon?
Yeah, that kind of matches. Here, try this. Try the
A little
wolf.
bit.
Maybe the wolf climbed up. Maybe it was the white-tailed deer. See? The wolf kind of matches.
Yeah, kind of. Do these... They're just not...
Oh, there you go.
This one right
It's got
here.
the little teeth, right? Yeah, the wolf.
I mean, it seems like they're giving it away on the box because they've got the wolf right there
Right where?
on the top of the box.
Oh,
There's a wolf. So
okay. Let's
does it
hold
match
on.
with all of them?
I don't know.
All the partials?
Well, you have to think it could be turned different ways.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see if we can make it fit here. How would that be?
Well, there you go. No, I don't know. Is there
Not
anything else in the
quite.
southeast, or are these all the animals to pick from?
Northeast. Coyote.
How do you know if you get it right? What if we're just like, it's a wolf?
These are exotics. I don't think we have to worry about that.
What I'm saying is, how do we know if we get it right?
Well, what does this say to do? Solve objective 1.2. What is objective 1.2?
Jorphus says, is it southwest?
No.
Okay.
Determine which local scavenging animal made the bite marks on Caroline Parker's body. Okay. That's what we're trying to do right
Sure
now.
there's nothing else in there?
Yeah, that's it.
Here, let me tinker with this for a minute. You can entertain the chat.
Jess is tinkering with it.
I'm doing the tinker.
Call her old Tinkerbell.
How do you know?
Jorphus is dead. Back to life. Well, good. That's better than dead. Most of the time. According to what's his face in Pet Cemetery, sometimes dead is better. That's what he says. Sometimes dead is better. What are you doing there? Making some sort of... What are you doing over there? Uh-oh. There goes the plug. I should have gotten a damn...
Go grab an extension cord.
Oh. Maybe I should just move right here.
I'm wondering in case there's more than one animal. What if more than one animal scavenged?
It didn't say that. It said which animal, not which animals. So we gotta pay attention to the wording here.
You gotta pay attention.
You know what I mean?
What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't fit? You know, that's what I mean.
That's what she said.
Stop it. Like it doesn't fit any of these exactly. That's the, you know.
Well, which one do you think? I mean,
No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry.
hmm.
I was looking here. Those are two different ones.
Does it seem like the wolf is a pretty good guess?
I mean, it's like out of these four, it matches more than anything else. Like, but see, it's not like. Let's try Southwest.
Well, it's not going to be in the Southwest.
What if it is? That matches?
Little Rock, Arkansas is not in the Southwest.
Well, so far the red fox fits on almost all of them. Yeah, red fox fits.
Hold on, I'm going to get an extension cord. Make sure you keep talking so people
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Don't want people to tune out. Don't lose Jorphus.
Jorphus keeps dying and coming back to life. Let's see. Oh no, Jarvis, don't die. You gotta hang in there. We're solving the crime. Let's see. You're funny, Mr. Jorfus. I'm not gonna sing. I don't have Nick here. You're gonna have to have him do that. I don't know. Nick's getting another cord for his charger. So I'm gonna unplug for a minute. So this is what I'm seeing. Here's the one impression, which fits right there pretty good. Impression number 2 lines up almost right there. Number 3, I'll let you look for yourself, Nick.
What? What's going on?
To see what fits. There it goes. The fox fits better than the wolf does.
The fox does?
Yeah. Does the fox say? There's number 4. Here, you line them all up. I'll see what, I just showed Mr. Jorfus. We'll see what he thinks. You have to rotate it. But then, you know, after you do that, you flip over to the wolf and see the wolf. I think the wolf only fit on a cover. This one has a wider tooth palette in the back.
The fox?
Yeah. Like, so there's one. That
Yeah.
fits there. Those fit the top and those 2.
Yeah.
And this one fits right there. And then when you line these little 2 middle ones up in the little twofer.
Okay, hold on a second. Pull up a U.S. map and tell me who. Maybe I've completely missed the mark here. I would never look at where Arkansas is on a map and say that is the southwest of the U.S. Would you? Show Jorfus.
No, but
Show Jorfus where that
we're
is.
considered Midwest. Which isn't, we're not in the West.
Well, yeah, but look.
Yeah, I know.
So look.
There's Arkansas.
There's Arkansas down there. Look at the whole United States. Okay? Does this, where are we at here? Right there. Is that the Southwest? The West is over here. When I think of Southwest, I think of New Mexico, Arizona. You know, I would never personally classify.
Is Arkansas southeast or southwest? Located in southeastern United States.
See,
in
that's
the
what
West
I said.
South Central Census Bureau. South Central. I don't know. Look up.
Jorfus is saying the red fox is in Eastern America. It's an Eastern American animal. Well,
Look at southeast. Compare it with those, and maybe you can make the wolf work. I don't know.
but according to this booklet, it is. No.
I thought you got
What
me
do we
a
got
drink.
here?
Oh shit.
No, I didn't think you wanted one.
How rude.
Where'd it go here? I don't even know where it went. What were you
So
looking
why don't
at?
we just say fox and wolf, and then we just move on because it doesn't know if we're right or not anyway.
Well, we can check the answer. Hold on, we can look right. So they're saying maybe that would be the wolf. Can you flip it? Do they allow that?
It also says that this is not to scale. So as long as the pattern fits, it doesn't have to fit over top of it exactly.
Okay, so it doesn't have to fit. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it's the wolf. It has to be.
Well, you better hope so.
We can check the answer. It's got the thing.
What if it's like, dummy, it's not a wolf, it's a fox.
Check objective answers at thenighthunter.com.
Okay, let me see.
So we'll come back and check it and make sure.
Jorphus check for us.
Okay, Jorphus, do you want to check it out?
That way he can just tell us if we're right or wrong and we won't spoil it.
There you go. You can go to thenighthunter.com and let us know if the answer to... Well, I think he knows that, Jess. He doesn't want spoilers. See if the answer to objective 1.2 is wolf. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. And again, why would it be anything else once they've put the wolf on the top of the box? You know, it's got to be the wolf. They can't.
I thought of a clue.
What?
All the bodies had the same bite marks.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be in the same region. That might be worth noting what regions they were.
Oh, hold on. Wait. That's a good point, Jorphus.
Because there was an Albuquerque.
Jess was saying,
There was an
Jess
Albuquerque.
brought up the fact that the other bodies were from the Southwest, and all the bodies have the same bite marks. So maybe it is something from the Southwest, which was the one that
The red fox.
was the red fox
Yeah.
in the Southwest.
The other bodies were, I know we had an Albuquerque, we had an Arizona, an Albuquerque, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I don't know what regions those are all. I can look it up.
What they consider.
Oklahoma City, Southwest.
So
Oklahoma.
they consider all those Southwest.
I don't know. I think so. Arizona. Southwest. Yeah, all of them are Southwest except for her. So maybe it is the red fox. Maybe she was killed and eaten somewhere and moved. Well, they said, I don't know. Maybe it's close enough that they travel. Are there wolves in the southeast or the southwest? I mean,
Hold on, let me. Wait, how is that supposed to be? Didn't you say all these lined up?
they did.
Did you get them to?
Yeah. This one, I think it's these two and those two. I think.
That one's not matching up.
Did you flip it sideways? Remember you flipped it upside down?
No, it's the way it's supposed to be, I think.
I don't know.
The link is right here. TheNightHunter.com.
I don't remember how I did it.
Where was it that said all of the bodies had the same bite
Just
marks?
the recent one.
The one we just read
Yeah, that's what connected them. I wrote it down in my notes.
out of the envelope.
Bite marks and same chemicals used in all murders. It's on the report. Yeah, the one you stuffed back in there.
Considering the same chemicals were used and bite marks were found on each of the victims.
Oh, it didn't say they matched. Sorry.
It just says bite marks were found.
Okay. Is Jorphus looking up the answer
The same
for us?
chemicals were used and bite marks were found. Does that mean that they were the same bite marks or no?
Doesn't say.
It just says the same chemicals were used, and I'm trying to figure out if they
Oh, what was the link? I'm going to type it in the chat for Dorcas.
thenighthunter.com. He says he figured it out.
Oh, he found it? Well, I'm going to put it in there anyway because I'm already typing it. He figured out the answer?
I guess so.
It's none.
Huh?
I guess none of the ones that we guessed.
What do you mean it's none? It's none of these?
So, did we just guess it wrong? It's not one of the two choices that we picked?
Fold the transparent sheet that shows the bite marks from Caroline Parker's body so that all partial bite marks overlap. Compare this to the field guide, page 12, to determine that the bite marks...
So were we supposed to go there to get those instructions? I never would have thought that it was okay to fold that up. Maybe we're supposed to be getting extra instructions from the website.
Well, that said to check your answer.
Well,
Not...
let's fold it up. Seems like it would...
It's from a leopard.
How does he know?
Because he went to the website.
Oh. Well, I thought he wasn't going to tell us.
I didn't realize you were supposed to deface the property here.
I know, I didn't either. That's why I said, should we be reading instructions on the website? I never would have thought, like, let's crumple it up. Seems like a good idea. Okay.
There's the leopard
Yeah, where?
right there.
Yeah, it does look like that. Okay. Cool. Well, exotic.
All right, then.
Thank God Jorphus saved the day. We would have been here until 5 in the morning.
Well, I wouldn't have thought to do that. I didn't realize you were allowed to do that. I guess we got to think outside the box more.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like doing stuff like this. Now now nobody else can play it.
Well, they can. They'll just know what to do. We can
Uncrumple it.
uncrumple it,
Now it's all bent.
put it back in the
We
box.
should have given you a piece of tracing paper. I could have gotten tracing paper and folded it myself.
Tracing paper.
Yeah, like see-through paper where you just lay it over top and you trace it and then you fold it and
Well,
then we
that's-
wouldn't have had to ruin the fancy one.
Not everyone's going to want to trace.
Yeah.
All right, so we know it's a leopard.
You're mostly welcome.
Oh, there's some other stuff in here.
This is the leopard and the forest quaaludes.
Yeah. The leopard did it. Got everything out. Okay. Okay, this came from in here. Let's put that back in there.
What would we do without Mr. Dorfus? Your channel wouldn't survive.
I know.
He's hanging on by a thread. You're the only thing keeping us alive, Mr. Dorfus. You and Parrot and the occasional ghoulie.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Hold on.
Nick said the other day that he was sad he hasn't been streaming, and he said, all my friends are going to leave, and I said, I bet Mr. Dorfus will still come around.
I said maybe.
Said he's probably already found a new channel to watch.
Yeah, I've been letting everyone down.
No.
From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, the conclusion of your investigation into the bite marks is surprising and leads to more questions regarding how they were left on the victim. The Little Rock Zoo has accounted for all leopards at their facilities. We've requested that local law enforcement follow up on your findings by questioning exotic animal permit holders in the central Arkansas area, though none are currently known to possess leopards. The forensics report has been received for the bite marks on the previous 3 victims and concludes that these bites were not forceful enough to be indicative of an animal attack or scavengers. The possibility that this killing was not conducted by a copycat must be considered. If that is the case, then there's a killer on the loose, and the motive behind Bill Mendax's confession is suspicious and needs to be further questioned so that we may bring the real night hunter to justice. Love, Captain Snow.
So they said the other bites were not animal bites? They were people
Not
bites?
forceful enough to be indicative of an animal attack or scavengers.
So what did they say about... I missed that part after.
What?
After you said that.
The possibility that this killing was not conducted by a copycat must be considered.
Oh.
If
I
that
see.
is the case, then there's a killer on the loose, and the motive behind Bill Mendax's confession is suspicious and needs to be further questioned,
Oh.
so we may bring the real night hunter to justice. Objective 1.3. Find substantial evidence that suggests Mendax is not responsible for the night hunter killings. So we have to exonerate this guy.
Does he have a handwriting sample?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We've got a few things here. We've got an arrest record for one William Henry Mendax, Bill the Night Hunter.
By the way, Mr. Jorfa says he'll never leave.
Well, thank you, Jorvis.
We're very grateful for you. Okay.
Date of birth 11/13/59. Age 36 here.
Well, his isn't blurry. His birthday isn't blurry.
Oh, I
Maybe we
know.
can put his birthday in. See what happens.
I doubt that would be it. 5'9", 225, hair color bro, medium build, American. He is a citizen. He has a tattoo on his chest of a circle inside a square. Place of birth has been redacted. He lived in San Diego. Arrest date, June 4th, 96. Arresting officer, Javier Jones.
Javier Jones. Is that all we know?
Jorfus thinks that Mendax is a stupid name, and he must have had a poor childhood because of it. Okay. As a juvenile, in 1971, he was arrested for assault and theft. Sentenced to 12 months probation.
Theft. Maybe he's the apple biter.
Could be. On August 4th, 1983, arrested for breaking and entering and theft.
See?
Sentenced to 6 months in county jail. 3/15/85, arrested again for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sentenced to 6 years in federal prison.
Hold on. What was the last thing?
Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
What day?
3/15/85.
And how long was he in jail?
6 years.
So that would put him at 91.
Yeah, and then in 96, 6/4/96, 3 counts, first-degree murder, kidnapping, assault with deadly weapon, 2 counts of stalking and harassment.
Is that the 3 people?
Yeah. Sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences on 12/4/96.
Okay. I was just trying to see if any of those overlapped with the murder dates. If he was in jail through 91, I think they were all in like 94, 95, weren't they?
Yeah. Then you got an updated mug shot,
Does he look cool?
2021.
Yeah, the first murder was in 94.
No option of probation.
Ah.
Nothing on the back. Okay. And what is this? This is a court filing of some sort. The People versus William Henry Mendax, sentencing documentation. The defendant, William Bill Mendax of San Diego, California, has been charged with 3 counts of kidnapping, 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of stalking, and 2 counts of harassment. The court has examined the evidence and witnessed the confession of Mr. William Bill Mendax. In light of this confession, the defense has agreed to a plea, and the defendant has been decided guilty on all counts. The defendant will serve 3 consecutive life sentences in the Lompoc Federal Penitentiary, signed by Judge Harvey Ertz. I guess it was so bad, Jorphus. The name's so bad.
Does it give any details about his aggravated assault or breaking and entering or any of that?
Let's look at these things we got here. We got some faxes. This is from the Bureau. Letter found in Bill Mendax's jail cell. This was written to Bill by his student.
Student?
That's what it's signed, your student.
Oh. Oh.
It says, Bill, I know you don't know me, but you've inspired me so much. I have your poetry posted on my wall. Those letters you wrote to the police were an inspiration to me. I imagine you have a lot of time to yourself, so I was hoping you would write me back. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. I'm getting bullied every day, and sometimes I just want to show them what happens when you bully someone too much. Have you ever been bullied? Is that why you did what you did? Is that why you killed those people? I sometimes imagine what it must be like. Signed, your student. Maybe he did get bullied for his name.
Man, Jorphus is good at this game.
I know. Another fax from the Bureau. This is a letter found in Bill Mendax's jail cell. Again, it says, Bill, I don't know why you did what you did. I've just read it in the newspaper. Why, Bill? Why? Signed, yours.
Yours?
Yeah, that's interesting because
that
that's
looks like
how
the handwriting.
that's how these other ones were signed. Remember?
Yeah, match the handwriting. We have the handwriting samples.
Yours.
Look at the A. It's the same handwriting. You have your handwriting clear sheet.
I know. I can see right here without even getting it out.
Look at the P's. They're not connected. Is that another one? The R doesn't have the stem on it.
Yeah.
It looks like the same handwriting of the original Scratchy. What do you call them? Scratchy Scramble?
Uh-oh.
Does it say from yours?
Yeah.
Appears to be the night.
I know why. Look, this yeah, because it says, I don't know why you did what you did.
Why you took the fall?
Yeah. He said he just read it in the newspaper. Why, Bill? Why? Jorf is saying to wait because some of the letters don't match.
Which letters don't match?
Which ones? They look pretty matchy to me.
Well, you have your sample sheet.
I know. I was just saying, glancing back and forth, it looked like, as I was picking letters out to compare, it all looked pretty similar. Look at the letters M.
Oh, Mendax. Does he mean up here? Because this is somebody else's handwriting up there. That's like the bureau wrote that.
Yeah,
Is
up
that what
here.
he's talking about?
I'm guessing.
Because yeah, that doesn't match those down there, but I think that's supposed to be somebody else. It's like a photocopy down here. And this isn't one that you've done yet. Okay. But the letter from all the serial killer, when you get this signature, that's who this looks like.
Yeah. The yours looks the same.
The Y is another telling letter. It looks the same on all these.
The W.
The question mark, yeah, it hovers higher. See? Dry. See how the question mark's up here?
Mm-hmm.
And it's up there.
Well, okay.
No, I'm saying they match.
I know.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Sounded
continue.
defeated.
No. I'm going to continue.
He said, doesn't they ring a bell? What do you mean?
Letter found in Bill Mendax's jail cell. Again. Hey, Bill. It's Christmas and we miss you. I don't write as much as I should, but I do think of you often. I hope they're treating you well. Please don't forget about us. We won't forget about you. Miss you so much. Jared. Have we encountered a Jared yet?
What was the girlfriend's or the girl's husband's name?
Stephen.
Stephen. No. I don't think I haven't written a Jared.
Yeah, I don't recall a Jared yet.
Who the fuck is Jared?
Okay, here's another one. Another letter found in Bill Mendax's jail cell. Bill, I saw your picture on TV and I was struck by how handsome you are. I find myself dreaming about your eyes. They're the eyes of a protector, not a murderer. I can't help but admit I think I'm falling in love with you. Please say you will return this letter and get to know me. I've written many prisoners over the years, but seeing you on the news was the first time I felt an instant connection with someone. My love always, Mary.
One of those.
Huh.
All right. Is that all the letters?
Huh?
What?
Is that all the letters?
Yeah.
No. We got more here.
Oh, okay.
So there's a Mary. Another letter from his jail cell. From yours. Bill, I am excited to tell you that I have met someone new. I don't want to jinx it, but I know this time is different. I have ruined things with the one before, but I have more control now. She understands me. She understands my friends, and she wants to protect them just like I do. I'm enjoying this feeling, and I will try to make it last as long as possible, maybe forever. Wish me luck. I know you'd approve. Yours.
Same handwriting. Yeah.
Yep.
Another victim.
Uh,
Does it have a date?
well, hold on a second, because I just had a thought. I wonder,
They were in cahoots.
the friends. What if the friends he's talking about are wild animals? I just wanted to see real quick if Steven's handwriting happened to match up with this at all.
It's all caps. There was a sheet that had all the lowercase and uppercase, but it was clear.
Yeah, I think that was in here. That was right here. No,
Met the one. What
I
do
don't-
the E's look like? Because he's got some weird E's going on right here.
they don't look the same.
No.
Not even close.
Crap.
Well, okay. Well, so far he's still doing all right. Steven's still keeping himself out of trouble so far. But that's a thought. When I read that, when he was talking about, where was it? Yeah. She wants to, those are leopards.
That'd be weird.
Message. This is Bill Mendax's outgoing mail scan. Inmate sending post. William Mendax.
So he's sending this?
Yeah. It says, I appreciate the postcards. The pictures are pretty, and looking at them is like taking little mental vacations. But you shouldn't be going back to those places. The pretty pictures aren't worth the risk. Please know that I am comfortable in here. I always have been. Be kind to the woman you have met. Know your limits and don't get too close to someone you aren't able to take care of. Some mistakes can't be fixed. And he signed it yours.
How's the handwriting look? Similar. The P's are the same. Very similar. The G's are different. The A's are different. The A's are wrong.
The A's are wrong on this one? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Because he does the serial killer does an A like this, and this guy does them like this.
Well, this is William. This is supposed to be the killer.
I know, but
I know.
you know he's not the killer.
I know.
Yeah, I
Just
just wanted to
saying.
say, look at his handwriting to make sure that they don't have the same handwriting, and they don't.
You had talked about the A's. Yeah, the A is totally different.
That's what I mean. And the G's are different, and the R's are different. Because he does an R like this, I think, and this guy just does them like that. Does he have a stem on his R's?
No, they're just,
There? Oh, that's a T. I'm sorry.
they're a little more, they got a little bit more of a hook to them. The E is, Bill's E is a little more curly.
Curly. Compare the two letters that Bill signed yours with the transparency. That's good. Yeah, because that's the same word on both. That's a good idea. They are very similar.
Well, if he's trying to be a copycat, he's going to get a lot of things right, but not everything.
Interesting. All right.
So we're supposed to, well, it just said find substantial evidence that suggests Mendax is not responsible for the Night Hunter killings. Well, I
So
guess
the
that's,
handwriting doesn't match, and that this guy's writing to him.
yeah, it seems like,
Kind of hinted that he was taking the fall.
yeah. I guess substantial is up to you to decide. I think that's pretty substantial. The fact that the handwriting doesn't match the crime scene letters or the ones that were sent to the police departments. That would be a pretty, that'd be a pretty
Wouldn't
big
you
one.
check that before you send him to jail? Since you had that in the first go around of arrests.
Maybe he reproduced it sufficiently at the time.
Some chucklehead wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. They might have been like, oh, it looks, sign yours. And he...
True. So do we have to double check our answer?
And see if that was the substantial evidence they're looking for.
Yeah. Want me to look?
See if there's anything else here.
Do I have to put in like a code or something?
I don't think so.
Chapter 1. Okay. Let's look at hints to make sure.
And this one here, where the killer writes him saying, I don't know why you did that.
Let's just see what the solution is. Okay, this has 3 links linking the solution. One is prison letters, one is prison interview, and one is magazine article. I didn't see prison interview.
Prison interview?
Yeah. Are we on 1.3? This is the last one, right? Did we miss an interview somewhere? Oh, we're on 2.
This is 1.2.
Okay, sorry. Well, this says, find evidence that proves that Bill Mendax is innocent of the Night Hunter killing.
Mm-hmm.
That says 1.3. I think this is chapter 1.2, but it's objective 1.3. This is the 3rd objective.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's 3 files here to pick from. Magazine article, should we reference back to that?
The magazine article.
Prison interview and prison letters.
Well, I guess...
Okay. I guess this is, pick one of the 3. This says correct. Prison
Okay.
letters.
Mm-hmm.
Some letters don't match. M, E, N, D, A, and X do not match. Oh, that's what Jorfus said when he was giving us a clue. I see. See, the 2 letters, Bill, sign yours, do match. The hunter is writing Bill in prison. That proves that he is not the hunter.
Okay.
Okay?
That's what we thought.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Jorfus helped us out there too.
Okay. All right.
Cool. The letters and signatures don't match. We need to have Jorfus be our assistant investigator
I know.
on these.
Okay, what are all these here? These are just
You did guess it, Mr. Jorfus. Good job.
the facts. Okay.
How many chapters are there?
I'm not sure.
I'm actually not sleepy for once.
You're not? I'm surprised.
Well, probably because we had that energy drink right before we did this.
Let's see. We got... Here, hold that for a sec, please. There are 4 chapters.
Okay.
So what?
Well,
You want me to open the next one?
I can keep playing. I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
go to chapter 2.
I don't know if anybody wants to stick around for that. Mr. Jorfus is probably getting tired.
Well, he's free to go whenever he wants.
Well,
No one's holding
should
him.
we pause it and start a new stream for the new part? So it's separated?
No, because I can just say chapters 1 and 2.
What if we don't finish 2?
Then we'll just call this part 1.
Okay. Jorfus says he's going to keep helping.
All right.
Woohoo!
All right.
Cool.
Well, here. Hold that again. And let me put these things back. I'm going to keep that out. I
Sure.
guess.
Don't lose the key fob. You like the close-up of the new cord? You just got very new fancy phone cord.
Is that the one? Oh yeah, that's that.
Jorphus, have you talked to Ghoulie in a while? Or do you guys only ever get to chat when you're on the Super Divorce streams? I wonder if they talk outside of the chat.
Should be able to. Okay. Envelope 2, chapter 1 and 2.
He says they only chat on the Super Divorce streams. Do you see this? You're responsible for the friendship of two young men
I know.
and the strength of it.
There.
See, when you're not here, they don't get to be pals.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
They only exist in Super Divorce land.
I think this was supposed to go in there too. Crap. I'm trying to see.
Just plop it in there.
No, because I want to make sure that I keep all this stuff.
But you might need to access it.
I know, and I'll have to get it out, but at least I'll know which one it's in because I can remember.
You're much different than me. This stuff would be spread out all over the floor. It'd be like,
That Charlie Day meme.
well, I was gonna say True Detective when he's got like the whole wall with push pins and
Yeah.
everything. Hey, that would be how I would play this game.
Yeah. Let's put that over there. All right.
I would very much be a Rust Cole about. My,
Well, I would if I had more room, but
well, I know.
because I don't. All right. We got
Oh,
some new.
he says it's all right. He understands why you don't stream. It's just been very busy with the kids lately.
Yeah. All right, now here we go. Look, we're getting out the 3 original murder files here.
Ooh.
So we got Sarah Bennett, Braxton Cohen, and Elena Hubbard.
I'm gonna use this whole steno notebook I got you. Do I
Let's
even need to
see.
keep taking notes? Is this even helpful?
It helps us remember certain things so we can come back to them. Like, who was that guy? Didn't we hear the name Jared? Where was that?
All right, as long as my contributions are useful.
From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, we have received the case files for the original Night Hunter murders from the archives. When Bill Mendax was convicted in 1996, all investigative efforts ended and the cases were closed. For this reason, many pieces of evidence were not fully processed by our forensics team. Now that our team has unsealed the associated crime scene evidence and conducted extensive analyses, we were able to lift an undiscovered latent print from the signage left by the killer. The case files will also need a comprehensive review to determine if any other crucial information was missed. The injection of poison into the victims must have required close contact. What is yet to be explained is how the killer manages to get close enough to the victims to inject it without raising their attention. Careful study of the past cases and what connects them is likely to be instrumental in solving these murders.
Chloroform.
Well, yeah,
Oh, we have got it in there.
we know that.
We've got a fingerprint identification key.
Okay. Let's start
What are we
with,
starting with?
let's start with Sarah. That was the first one in October of 1994.
They usually say that it's common that a serial killer's first victim is someone close to them that they know. And then they kill randos afterwards.
Bite mark impressions taken off the body of Sarah Bennett. You want to check those
Oh,
out?
gosh. Yeah,
We'll go right to the leopard.
that's what I'm
See
gonna
if-
try. It does look similar. I know, I saw that one. No, this is not the leopard. This is something else. I do remember seeing that though.
Sarah Bennett, secretive and duplicitous.
Ooh. This one. night snake.
A night snake.
Yep.
Bitten by a night snake.
What did it say? Secretive.
And duplicitous.
I feel like these are code for something.
Let me read hers again. Sarah Bennett was found dead on the side of Interstate 40 just outside Winslow, Arizona. The body was found in a strange position. Yeah. A strange position, okay. With only slight bruising and no obvious cause of death. The killer left no fingerprints or traces of DNA. We found the sign. Interviews were carried out with Sarah Bennett's living relatives and friends who knew her closely. None used those words to describe her. Secretive and duplicitous. She was known to be a bright, cheerful person who would never harm a soul.
Okay.
Okay, what is this? Handwritten note found at the scene. Evidence found tucked into the victim's collar.
The note was?
Mm-hmm. A twisting, twirling tale of terror. A knot of clenching nerves and sweat. A drip, drip, drop of pure anxiety. A still, restless, silent death. That sound of death, it will pound, a scaly thud that all do fear. Sometimes it doesn't make a sound. Death's rattle rattles near.
Snake
Yours.
references and she's bitten by the snake. Snake references there. And remember when he had that the first poem or whatever, and I said it sounded like an Ouroboros?
Mm-hmm.
That's a snake too.
Mm-hmm.
Eating itself.
Yeah.
All snake references. Her poem was different. Everybody else's had to do with like nocturnal. I think one sounded like an owl, and one he was talking about the moon and stuff.
That's Caroline Parker.
I couldn't remember what the notes were. They were sent to police or something.
Yeah, this is the one about Sarah Bennett, written by the night hunter, sent to Winslow Police Station. The game I fear has almost ended. It has circled back upon itself, like I circle back upon myself. Back to the beginning from the end, and from the end to a new beginning, wrapped around myself but not to hide. I wind myself up for the strike, and when and where that strike comes will be up to me and me alone, for I am the night hunter.
Yeah. All that is snake references.
Okay.
Oh.
Crime scene report summary. Sarah Bennett, age 40. Born 5/23/54, height 5'4", weight 145, hair brown, eyes brown. Distinguishing marks, none. Occupation, exhibit curator.
Oh, like what kind of exhibit? At
Doesn't-
the zoo?
I don't know.
Say where she works?
Not yet. Description of crime scene. The victim's body was discovered 2 miles past Winslow, Arizona, roughly 10 yards from Interstate 40. The body was discovered by a truck driver, Steve Wilson, who pulled over to the side of the road for emergency repairs. He claims to have noticed something unusual in the desert off the highway and climbed over the rail to investigate. His footprints in the sand don't extend all the way to the body, so we don't believe that he disturbed the scene. Near the body, there was a small cardboard sign that had blown into a nearby creosote bush. Given prevailing winds, we think the sign was originally placed on the west side of the body, very close to the head. The wind seems to have blown it to its final location. No murder weapon found at or near the scene of the crime.
So Stephen Wilson, that's not the husband, right?
No, that was Steve Parker. And here's her autopsy report. She was clothed bluish purple liver mortis. She also had dermal irritation, probably from the rag over the face.
Yeah, or duct tape,
Yeah.
if he duct tape stuff to her.
A puncture on the back of the neck, and then possible snake bite on the calf, on the side of the leg.
Did that say snake bite? So he's told
Yeah,
you?
it says possible snake bite.
Well, why do we have to search it up?
I don't think you have to. It's to confirm. Puncture wound on posterior left neck, consistent with an injection site. 2 puncture wounds on medial left lower leg, consistent with a snake bite. Probable cause of death. Death consistent with anaphylaxis. Awaiting toxicology report. Estimated date of death 10/14/94.
Happy anniversary.
And forensic pathologist Michelle Arbers.
Okay. They have
Uh,
a toxicology report?
hold on, it says signature of forensic doctor. Looks like Brian Schmidt.
Isn't that a different guy?
We had a T. Schmidt.
Okay, I was gonna
as
say, I know
well.
we made jokes about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, there's
He was
also
a different
T.
doctor.
Yeah. Who was that?
I wrote it down on the.
Is it someone else's doctor?
No, I thought it was hers. Hold on. T. Schmidt. Pathologist for the medical exam on the new lady.
Okay.
So this is the forensic doctor, not the pathologist.
Okay.
But maybe they're related. No toxicology report?
I don't see one.
How are we supposed to know the numbers in her blood?
We don't have her blood.
They said they have a toxicology report.
Well, they might have it on someone else. Let's see, case 2.
That's the boy.
What are we trying to do right now, by the way?
I don't know.
Objective. Oh, yeah, okay. Find evidence that helps determine how the night hunter gets close enough to victims to inject them with poison.
Don't we already know that?
What, he uses chloroform?
Duct tape.
Huh?
Duct tape.
I haven't seen anything about duct tape
The
yet.
skin irritation. Chloroform doesn't do that.
A rag could if you're smashing it over someone's face
Yeah,
and they're
you have
trying
to
to
really-
struggle to get
Or
away.
you can, I don't know, keep it on their mouth so they don't wake up. Could be. Either way, he's drugging them.
Wait, this needs to go back in here. This goes with Sarah's case file. Okay, here's another one. You want to check that out?
Yep. Well, looks like that one right there. Nope.
Here's the dumpster diver.
Oh no.
That wasn't Elena, that was Braxton Cohen. Yeah. Okay, there's Braxton's stuff. What is this? From the Bureau. Handwritten note found at the scene, evidence found inside the victim's jacket pocket. They call you a rodent, so you live unseen. Some even say filthy, dirty, unclean. Hidden because of the lies they say, only to come out when night cloaks day.
Raccoon.
I steal to eat and hide in the waste. They dismiss me too in unknowing haste. They call you a bandit of the refuse. I can end their abuse.
Yeah, it's a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Matches his poem. Was that what he sent to the police? Or was that found on his body?
That was found on his body. Yeah, so he's put him in a dumpster diving position like a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Sarah laying down on the ground like a snake. That was the odd position they were talking about.
I see.
Obnoxious and violent. They're talking about a raccoon.
Oh, secretive and duplicitous. Talking about a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, good job.
Albuquerque
So smart.
Police Department. Crime scene report summary.
What was the words on his thing?
Obnoxious and violent.
Are they violent?
Yeah, they can be. Mean animals. Will attack people for no reason. All right. Braxton Cohen. Dobb. 2/28/51, age 44, 5'11", 197.
Maybe they'll
Hair
tell us the birthday to the
brown.
one girl.
Maybe.
What did you say now?
I'm just reading through his stuff here. Distinguishing marks. Vertical scar over left knee, likely a surgery scar. Tattoo of the words, "Live your life," along his upper left rib.
Oh.
Occupation. Program Director at Albuquerque Museum of Natural Science and History. I'm noticing something about these people where they work. So she was what's her face?
The new lady. So Karen,
No, Sarah Bennett was a curator.
Uh-huh.
They didn't say where. Did they?
Exhibit curator. No. She was found on Interstate 40. Could have been like a zoo exhibit.
Yeah. And yeah, okay. So this guy worked
He
at
said a medic, maybe? Therapist?
Yeah.
Program director, natural science and history.
The victim's body was found in an industrial garbage bin in an alley behind the Safe Mart near Granite Avenue Northwest, roughly halfway between the victim's place of work and home. The victim was likely walking home from work at the time of the murder. Position of the victim. The body was discovered draped over the edge of the dumpster with the upper torso inside and legs exposed. There was a cardboard sign taped to the front of the dumpster near the victim's legs with words "obnoxious and violent" written on it. No murder weapon found at the scene. Okay, and his report here. Known medications. Prednisone.
It's a steroid. It's a corticosteroid. Look,
For
unlike us.
he had rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, Albuquerque Police Department notified close friend Monica Johnson on 4/11/95. He also had the dermal irritation, a puncture on his neck, and a bite mark
Where is the bite mark?
on his right shoulder.
They said the bite marks were happening afterwards.
Yeah, I think so. Death consistent with anaphylaxis. Estimated date of death 4/10/95.
So they all died of the same thing, anaphylaxis.
Mm-hmm.
From, what did we, oh, from the rat poison. That was
Yeah.
the one girl.
Mm-hmm. Forensic pathologist Jade Mitchell. And forensic doctor Joseph Peppers.
That's funny. Okay.
All right. And this. Some security footage.
Yeah, they said it was got messed up, remember?
Yeah. SafeMart security footage, last known images of Braxton alive. The videotape from the camera behind SafeMart, where Braxton's body was found, was badly deteriorated, and only a few frames were able to be extracted.
Does he look panicked or weird or anything?
Mm,
Running, walking, looking behind him? Carrying anything, not carrying anything, dropping something? Is that the dumpster where he was found?
I'm guessing. Let's see. We've got a picture of it.
Yeah, it looks the same. Same stickers.
Yeah.
But he walked past it.
Yeah, he started over here. It looks like some of the garbage moves.
Why would the
You see that?
garbage move?
Maybe the killer was hiding in the trash bin, waiting for him. Do you see what I'm talking about?
How it gets higher?
Yeah, like he might have been coming up from underneath.
Is he talking on a phone? Yeah, he's talking on a phone to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's a raccoon.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Look, that's
that what it
that's
is?
the changes. You can see a raccoon. Little raccoon face.
Oh, now I see it. Okay. I didn't see that at first. That is a raccoon.
Is there more than one? Or is it just one raccoon? You don't see him at the beginning.
I think you can see his body, but he doesn't. You can see his head come up in the later photos here in the later frames. Now I see what that is. It wasn't very common to be walking around talking on a cell phone in 1994.
Is that what he's using?
It looks like it. Certainly looks like it. Just wonder why they wouldn't be going after the phone. Why they haven't mentioned that yet.
The objective is to find out how he subdued all of them. Which we've got to guess that he chloroformed them, but maybe there was something more.
Let's see. So this was the letter that he sent the police department about Braxton. A pond at night, a reflection of thoughts, a peaceful pool of wonder, my silent requiem. Alone in the darkness, nothing but night terrors, like yellow eyes in the night. They watch me, but I am not in danger. I am not afraid. I am a night hunter too. And that's Caroline Parker. Where's the other one? Right here. They call you a rodent, so you live unseen. Oh, that was the one that was found on him. Hold on. Was there only one? No, this is one of two. Where's the other? Where's the other Braxton one?
You got it right there?
Yeah. The clock is ticking, but can you find me? The dawn is almost upon you, and yet I remain elusive. I remain free. I rummaged through your city like I was the garbage waiting to be thrown out by those who looked down on me. But in the end, it was I who looked down on them, and it was they who ended up in the garbage. Yours.
This is like a weird animal rights thing.
I don't know.
People doing experiments on animals.
Okay. Braxton. Number 3. Oh, let me put that back in there. Braxton's bite marks. Elena Hubbard now. All right, what do we got with Elena? We've got some fingerprints, bite marks, fingerprint lift kit. This is the recent Bureau investigation discovered previously unrecovered latent fingerprint on evidence in storage. We'll give that a check. Elena Hubbard, savage and gluttonous, describing its seeming to be the animal that ended up biting her. Elena Hubbard. This is the handwritten note found at the scene. I howl for justice. You scream in the night. For I am the night hunter, and he is I. The woods feel cold and dark to you. You are a stranger here. A stranger to their lands, yet this is my home. You would have locked them away in the dark, kept them from me. Now you are in their world. They will show you yours. Elena Hubbard. Okay, so this was found at the scene. Where was Elena Hubbard's original note here? There it is. This is the note sent to the police. Says the moon shines brightly sometimes outside my window. I look up at it with a longing that few would understand. I long to be free, yet why am I in this prison of four walls? Would you put me there if you could? Would you put me in that prison place? Rob me of the feeling of dirt on my feet or the shining moon that sometimes shines outside my window? You may be afraid of the things that night exposes, but I do not fear them because I am a night hunter too. Okay, so
The kind of critter.
probably that one's probably the wolf, if I had to guess, because he's talking about the moon, howling, a longing for the moon.
Yeah, probably so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want me to compare the notes?
Savage and gluttonous.
It's right there already. Did you look at it?
No, I put it over there for you.
Oh, it's right there. Yeah.
Yep, that's the wolf.
That's the wolf. Who is this? Elena?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious right there. That's it. That's a wolf. And then we got this too.
What? Oh gosh, I don't know how to do the fingerprint one. That one looks
Fingerprint.
scary. Wolf.
Crime scene report summary for Elena Hubbard. 28, 4'11", 122 pounds, blonde hair, brown eyes. Educator at Mitchell Museum of Nature.
Mm-hmm. Told you it's animal rights thing.
Distinguishing marks: scar along right rib cage, birthmark near left eye.
They all have brown hair and brown eyes.
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. I think the last guy had blue eyes.
I thought he had brown eyes.
No, I'm pretty sure not.
Okay. What did you just say now? Birthmark?
Birthmark near left eye. Description of the crime scene near West Elm. Victim's body was found in multiple pieces deep in the woods outside of Oklahoma City. The original position of the body and the cause of death are difficult to determine due to the disturbance of the crime scene by wildlife. A piece of cardboard with words written in black marker was nailed to a tree near where the body was discovered. Murder weapon, possible
The
aim.
words.
Huh?
The words.
Savage and gluttonous. And we've got our classic dermal irritation across the face. Dismemberment of various limbs. Death consistent with poisoning.
Poisoning, okay.
Worked at did you get the Museum of Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Forensic doctor was H.A. Riggles.
Oh no.
Pathologist was B. Feist. And here we've got some dash cam footage. Last known images of Elena alive.
Oh, Wriggles like giggles.
Nope. Get off of there. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, here's a taxidermy place.
What is?
Right here
Oh, where she was
on
walking
the surveillance.
past?
Yeah. I knew that was going to come back
Why?
because I knew they wouldn't just put an advertisement for a place.
Oh, that.
Yeah. what was that called? Let me get that.
Did I write it down? I thought I wrote it down.
Did you?
Yeah. But,
The taxidermy.
yeah, you probably get it before I will.
Amber Lee's taxidermy. That's got to be it.
What do you notice? There's a deer in the picture. There's a deer in the picture.
I think it's probably just like their display,
Oh, I can't. I'm looking at it upside down.
because the taxidermy place, you know, they're gonna have stuff in the window for people to go
I can't
window
tell. It looks like
shopping
it's
for.
following her from here.
Yeah, none of the it doesn't look like any of the animals are moving from frame to frame. See if there's anything else we can pick out here that might be strange. Anyone in the windows? There's got to be some clue here, or they wouldn't give it to us. They would not
Can I look
include
at it?
this. Yeah. Pulled from Officer DeWitt's dash cam footage. Here, you take a look. See what you find. Did you get anything with that fingerprint?
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. All these words. And I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing with it. Maybe she doesn't swing her arms when she walks.
Activate the UV light pendant to reveal latent fingerprints. Develop and display results on field toxin tests, and generally look for hidden information. Reveal latent fingerprints. I don't know what you're...
Maybe you have to reveal it on something else and compare it with it. I don't know.
Well, it says this was...
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with it. I can look up a hint.
Investigation.
Jorpus looked up the hint last time for the fingerprint.
So this was pulled off of evidence that was in storage. So we got to find... I'm guessing we need to find... would we want to find this fingerprint on something?
Maybe. The only thing I can see is that I don't know if this is just bad artwork, but she looks like happy, like she's walking towards somebody that she's looking like happy to see, you know, unless she's like creepy and just walks around like that. I don't know why there would be a fingerprint on the photo. I guess there could be. Maybe on the... Didn't they say there was a fingerprint on one of the signs? Maybe we should look on that. Or from one of the photos. I don't know.
So it was pulled off of something, right?
Yeah, he said.
Losing track of stuff now.
I know. That's the different case. That's Sarah Bennett.
We need the thing with objective, whatever we're on right now.
This one?
2.1. Let's see. No, that's not. That's not. Where did I read that? Where the hell was that? Where did they first talk about the damn? Okay, so they pulled this off of the. They pulled off something, right? They pulled this off of something.
I don't know. I couldn't write fast enough when you were reading it. I don't think I wrote that down.
Because now I'm confused.
Was that on hers or on the one before?
Oh,
Let me see that. Where's that light?
here. Here's this. Okay. Recent Bureau investigation discovered previously unrecovered latent fingerprint on evidence in storage.
Oh, it's just, they must have just lifted it off of something. I don't think it's compared to anything. The only other thing I can see is it looks like there's a person in that window. Sitting. Like sitting, like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't move.
We're missing something. Obviously.
Do you have witness testimonies?
Not yet.
Is it in this pack?
Not that I've seen
Well,
so
it's
far.
online. You can, it says subject and witness interviews are on here.
Well, it might be once we get here.
This is still, it's before the other objectives, but it's listed.
Huh?
It's just on here. What do we do, Mr. Dorfus? Maybe we should look at the Sarah Cohen or the whatever one's left. Isn't there still one more?
No, this is the final one.
We're really blowing it right now. Sorry.
They discovered this fingerprint on evidence.
Yeah.
Well, it would be worth knowing which piece of evidence it came
They said
from.
that there was, earlier, they said that there was fingerprint on one of the signs that they lifted. I don't remember which one. But I think it's irrelevant to right now. We don't actually need to know right now. That's probably going to come into play later. Because right now we just need to figure out how he subdued people. Did he send the raccoon out of the trash can? Is he laying in wait to sneak up on her? What's going on?
How does he get close enough to them? Well, he clearly is knocking them out, right? He's chloroforming them.
Should I check?
Well, that seems obvious. We know he's using that.
How the night hunter gets close enough to inject them with poison. That's what it says. Find evidence that helps determine how the night hunter gets close enough to their victim to inject them with poison.
He hides and ambushes them. He knows. I'm guessing. This lady's walking, at night. The other guy was doing the same thing. If he's targeting certain people, which it seems to be that he is, because they all seem to work at museums, he probably knows what their schedule is.
Alright, let's see. Solution. The options are knocks unconscious with a club. It's not that.
No.
Trained animals or disguise.
Hmm.
There was the raccoon, which could be a trained animal or a disguise.
Well,
Yeah, like
should be a little tiny guy.
His hat, like a hat raccoon. A trained animal's not gonna know how to inject something unless they like go and distract him.
Yeah,
Like a
I
little
mean,
party trick.
yeah, I mean, I guess he could be hiding out in the taxidermy place, dressed as a bear or a deer. And the other one, disguise? I don't know.
Okay. Disguise is a correct answer. SafeMart security footage, when you look closely, you can see that the raccoon is taxidermy.
How would you be able to know that?
It's like the size of a grain of rice.
That it's like
Maybe
dead?
he works at the taxidermy place. That's how he's getting all the exotic animals to bite them with.
Yeah, because they said that the bites aren't done forcibly enough to be consistent with an actual animal scavenging.
That's what I mean.
So he's using the taxidermied animal to bite them. Bite.
At one point, the killer's
them.
face is peeking from underneath the raccoon. I said he was wearing the raccoon as a hat!
Well,
Watching Braxton walk by. Dashcam footage. Notice when Elena walks by the taxidermy shop, the wolf's head moves. It's a wolf pelt draped over the killer.
the wolf's head moves. I didn't see that. Hold on, let me look again.
He dons animal skins to blend in with the environment in order to get closer.
Oh, I see now. The head does move right there. You can see the difference from that frame to that one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha.
Okay?
Roger that.
So maybe he works at the taxidermy place. What was the name of the Amber Lee's. This
Yeah.
is like a girl's name. Is this a chick?
I want to see if we can find this guy's face in the security footage. Can we see a face here? Is that supposed to be his face right there? I guess that could be.
What does he look
Maybe. This looks like an alien head poking up. Look. See if you see the eyes, like the bald
like? Oh, I
head.
do. Looks like he's. One of the pictures looks like he's got sunglasses on, and then the next one, it doesn't look like he's got sunglasses.
Ha! How about that shit? All right.
What?
Okay. So we can open the next thing. Is that right? All right, we've got all those. That's good. Did this go in here? I still don't know what we're gonna do with this.
You're probably gonna need it later.
Well, I'll leave that out then. The went with that, I think. Yeah. Chapter 2, envelope number 1. Yep, it's been 3 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Killer chemical supplies. Got some chemical supplies. Chemical purchase orders. The detectives assigned to this case were chasing down leads based on the appearance of the chemical compound in the victim's blood. They were searching national chemical supply companies that may have sold to local Albuquerque locations. So we got a bunch of, we got pages of
Oh, great.
chemicals to sift through. These purchase orders. Let me hand those over to you.
What do you want me to look at?
I don't know yet. I guess whatever compound they found in all the bodies.
Well, the one that was probably the strychnine hydrochloride.
Oh, look at that.
What? Yeah.
The MSDS.
Oh, the old MSDS.
Wonder if that's legit.
Let me see it. They do look like that.
Okay. From the desk of Captain Snow. Agents, your findings are a considerable step forward for the investigation. I sent the surveillance footage to the forensics team, and they were able to confirm the film's authenticity. Adorning himself with the guise of a wild animal could be part of his motivation. One of our country's top criminal profilers, Maya Goldman, is constructing a profile for the Night Hunter based on all of the known murders. The Bureau is researching a plausible source of the chemicals used by the Night Hunter. Strychnine hydrochloride and methyl trichloride are not common household materials. Enclosed with this letter are the material safety data sheets for both chemicals. If we can identify the killer's source, we'll be considerably closer to identifying the killer himself. Sincerely, love, hugs, and kisses, Captain Snow.
Do we need
Objective.
both chemicals?
That's what it
Somebody
says.
Purchase both.
That's what it says. Objective 2.2. Determine where the Night Hunter acquired these chemicals. From the desk of Maya Goldman. Investigating agents. My name is Maya Goldman, and I'm a profiler at the Bureau. Thanks to your work on the case, I've been able to put together a profile for the Night Hunter killer. I hope this helps, and if you have further questions, I'm available to answer them. Male, Caucasian, between the ages of 50 and 65. Early childhood trauma, likely involving physical abuse and or abandonment from primary caregivers.
Hold on, I'm missing all the good stuff.
Well, I'm trying to read this.
But I wanted to know.
Well, pause for a second.
Stuff.
Then take a pause.
You told me to do this.
Oh, well, you can pause it for a minute. I got to
Do
keep reading
do I
this.
need to take notes on this?
I don't know if you want to.
What is it?
That's all.
What now? What are you even reading?
This is from the desk of Maya Goldman at the Bureau.
Who's Maya Goldman? Just some person?
No, she is one of the country's top criminal profilers.
Mm.
She's putting together a profile for the Night Hunter based on the known murders.
Oh, okay.
So here's what she says. He is a male, Caucasian, between the ages of 50 and 65.
Oh, man.
Probably had early childhood trauma involving physical abuse and or abandonment from primary caregivers. Most likely single and isolated, and it's unlikely the killer has been married or has been able to maintain long-term romantic relationships. Low social skills and average intelligence tells us the killer may change jobs often. There is no apparent preference of gender, age, or location for the victim profiles. However, all victims were found in low traffic or deserted areas, suggesting that the killer stalks his victims to identify the optimal location prior to an attack. The lack of defensive marks on the victims suggests the killer hides and waits for the victim to approach before surprising them and overpowering them, using the chloroform to quickly control them.
You're right about that.
Yep. Presence of injection marks on all victims and the use of the same poison confirms that the killer is methodical in planning out his attacks beforehand. These are not crimes or victims of opportunity. Physical evidence on the victims suggests the killer is taller, at a minimum of above 5'10", but more likely above 6 feet due to the angle of the injection site. The signs placed near the victims are targeted judgments, further validating the belief that the killer is familiar with the victims in some way. The act of displaying the victims with the signs is also performative, meaning that killing the victims was not enough. He wanted to make a statement with their corpse to further insult and or shame them for whatever he believes they've done wrong. Handwriting samples from the killer's letters suggest instability and an obsessive personality. These letters also tell us that he is following the investigation closely and is seeking recognition and possibly appreciation for what he's doing. His use of poetic language and the act of naming himself to the media also suggests that he sees what he's doing as right, and there is likely a deeper connecting thread between the victims that we've yet to discover. Wearing animal skins, furs, etc. is further proof that the killer sees himself as separate from society, possibly even above the rest of society. He may hold animals in higher regard than humans due to his early childhood trauma and inability to successfully integrate into society as an adult. Using animal teeth to bite the victims is another way to connect himself with animals instead of people. It is my belief that identifying the link between the victims will be the key to finding the night hunter. We are currently looking at older cases to see if any align with these cases, and will update you if necessary. Love you lots, Maya Goldman. Okay, so we already did that. And now our new objective, determine where the night hunter acquired these chemicals.
Is it one location or multiple locations?
It doesn't say.
There was. You said something about Barstow.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote that down somewhere, but I can't find it. But there's one that says Barstow.
That was way back.
I know, I'm looking for it. I still don't know. See, there's a. Where'd it go? Number 5, strychnine hydrochloride, Museum of Natural Science, Barstow, California. This other one is Washington, D.C. There's a Dallas, Texas, and a Museum of Science in Missouri. So none of those are close. Barstow isn't. Was that the name of the place?
Yeah.
But this is Barstow, California.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not in California in any of these.
Yeah, he was caught in San Diego.
So who was in? What was the Barstow? I remember I wrote it down somewhere.
That would have been very near the beginning, I believe. Whatever that was for. I remember talking about that, but I don't recall why.
I remember scribbling it or thinking to scribble it. Well, it was. I thought you said somebody worked there. Is that the name of where they worked? Little Rock. San Diego. I might not have actually written it down when you told me to. But I do remember you saying it. Because I thought it was funny. And I swear I wrote it. In my brain I did at least.
Well, that doesn't matter too much if we don't know where it is now. I think they expect us to be able to figure it out just using this shit right here somehow.
Okay, let's check in. It didn't need to have both, right? Just one of them? Just a strychnine?
Well, I'm guessing they want to know where you get both. It says, yeah,
There's nobody.
determine where the night hunter acquired these chemicals, not just one.
All of them?
Whichever one's, yeah, the strychnine and the methyl trichloride. Those two. Where did he get those two?
Well, Natural Science Museum. There's California Science Center, Los Angeles. Dallas. Would they have had to get them from the same place? Or could it be two different places?
It doesn't say. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out, at least.
Denver, Colorado. Kennan University. Museum of Science, Boston, Massachusetts. Oh no, the strychnine, the only one I'm seeing that rings a bell is the Museum of Natural Science, Barstow, California. That's the only thing that they bought. The other one's not on there. I guess it could be somewhere else in California. Right?
There's no place that has both chemicals.
No. The methyl, we've got a Massachusetts. We've got a Maryland. There's methyl violet. A Kennan, that's a Connecticut. Museum of Science, Boston.
Are you sure?
Chicago. You're welcome to look. I just wrote everything down. California Science Center. So there's a science center in California, Los Angeles.
But no place that has both chemicals.
Museum of Natural History, New York. That's it. Those are all the places. Those are all the places that carry the methyl.
Are you sure about that?
Welcome to look. There's 4 pages of shit.
She said there's 4 pages of shit.
I did. Oh.
What?
This one I tore off.
Oh,
Barstow.
what'd it say?
That's where Bill Mendex is from.
Oh, okay.
Not something with him. It's in the newsletter. Or it was on the newspaper article. Whatever Barstow was. Here, I'll look at that while you look at that.
Okay.
You need the methanol trichloride or whatever, and the strychnine hydrochloride. Yes, he's from Barstow, California. That's where Bill Mendex is from.
Huh. They got a Mason, Ohio on here.
That's kind of funny. So what is our current objective? To figure out where they got the chemicals from?
Yeah. What is it? Methanol trichloride.
Yeah, the methanol trichloride is the chloroform.
Well, I'm guessing they want us to find it at the same spot. I would assume so.
But there was no company that bought both.
There wasn't?
No, I wrote them all down.
Okay.
There are 2 museums of science. One in Barstow, one somewhere else.
Well, like, okay, then. Address. I was thinking, what would stop you from just picking randomly? Like what?
I don't know.
Well, it shows the client right here on some of them.
Okay.
So that would show you where they're ordering from.
Uh-huh.
There is Oh, National Chemical. I think this is where the client is ordering from.
Oh. What client?
Right here it says client
Uh-huh.
location. I think this means the client and then where they're located.
Okay.
So for right here, where'd it go?
The methyl.
What were we looking at here?
The methyl.
Methanol trichloride. So it wouldn't be that one because he wasn't in New York City.
Right.
Barstow. We'd want to be looking, I guess, somewhere where a murder took place, right? That would seem to make sense. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Suppliers of the product of this. Okay. Industrial chemical suppliers, lab chemical supply, Keller chemical supply, national chemical. On the back. Industrial chemical, lab chemical supply, national chemical, Keller lab chemical. So where that one lady worked was a lab chemical, lab place.
Yeah. I don't think it ever said her company name. Oh wait, there you could see a little bit of a business card. Where is that? Lux. Is that?
That's not where she worked. She worked for like the like some science lab. It was listed on one of these things that we wrote down. So the hint here says to review the chemical orders from the places listed here. Industrial chemical suppliers, Keller, lab chemical supply, and industrial chemical suppliers.
That's what all these are.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
We did it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought that these were all of the people that ordered chemicals
Mm-hmm.
in the U.S. I didn't realize that these were each a different company.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they got
That
different
changes-
layouts and all that.
That makes things different. Okay. Where's the one where it's going to Barstow? That's this one. National Chemical. Major purchase orders were between 1990 and 1994. That's all these. Okay, so this one has the methyl.
Here, strychnine hydrochloride, Museum of Natural Science, Barstow, California.
Okay, does this also have the other stuff? The methyl yeah. Okay,
Methanol.
so this one has both on there.
And this went to Cambridge, Massachusetts. Here's another one. Hold on. Methanol. Do you see a methanol anywhere else?
Over on this page, but I don't see any of the. It has to only be on one page, both on one page. This one didn't have some of the ingredients. This has a strychnine, but not the other one, I think. Methyl.
This one has
So
both.
this one has both. This one does not have both. So out of these three, see the last hint. Are any of the chemicals known by another name? Okay, let's look at the Barstow one first. Okay, which one does it say is on there? The tetra.
What, on Barstow?
Yeah.
Strychnine.
Okay. Okay, the other one has names known as chloroform, trichloromethane, formal trichloride. See any of that around the same company?
What are they again?
Like going to the same place. Any company that bought both methanol trichloride or chloroform or trichloromethane or formal trichloride.
Formal trichloride. Sure it's not this one? We X this out.
Because it didn't have both, but maybe it does. I don't know. Methanol trichloride. Methanol trichloride. This is confusing. I don't really know what we're supposed to be looking for.
I mean, do we want it to be ordered from a place that makes sense? Like, I'm having a hard time seeing the Barstow there and then ignoring that.
Well, I know.
Like, well, maybe that's just a coincidence. Why would they,
Oops.
if he's using it in the Southwest, it's not going to be going to Cambridge. That doesn't make any sense.
Here, trichloromethane. Barstow, California.
Oh, okay.
That's the methanol Okay, well, where's the one that said Barstow, but it was methyl? Where's the other one? Where's the one that had the other one? This one, the strychnine from Barstow.
Right here.
Okay.
Keller.
Okay.
So those are going to
Museum of
Barstow.
Natural Science.
Is that also Museum of Natural
And
Science?
Museum of Natural Science.
Okay.
Both of them.
So it must be National Chemical and Keller. There you go.
I think it's more important where it's going to. It's the Museum of Natural Science. That's where you got them both. So the places ordered them
Yeah.
and they had them in stock.
We'll keep track of all the information,
Okay. There we go. I don't know where Dorfus is. I don't have him on here anymore.
We got that. We figured that
Is
out.
that where somebody worked? Is that where the girl worked? Sarah Bennett. No, hold on. I feel like that's important. Caroline Parker. I don't think they ever said. Just not to deal with the chemicals. They all worked at like a natural science place.
In Barstow, right?
Who? No, I don't know. He was the guy in jail is from Barstow.
Yeah. Who are you saying worked?
They all did, because you said, oh, there's a pattern.
Yeah.
They're all working at like a natural museum of science type place, but I was trying to see if anybody specifically worked at that exact one. Exhibitor curator, Braxton Cohen. I couldn't write fast enough. Program director, Museum of Natural Science and History. Museum of Nature. Okay. Okay. Solution.
Okay.
Barstow Museum of Natural Science is one of the options.
Well, there you go.
Correct. Cross-reference, we did that. Okay. Yep, that's correct.
Okay. We've got this to do, and this will be the end of the chapter.
Oh God, can we do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
People still hanging in there.
We can do it.
Still alive, Mr. Jorfus.
Everyone's still alive.
Except for the people that died in this game.
Yeah. Opening the next packet.
I lost the live chat.
He said he knew minutes of silence would be
Oh,
worth
he
it.
said, yeah, he said it was at the Museum of Natural Science in California. God dang it, Dorcas, you're ahead of the curve there. I missed all of his important chats when he was helping me.
Oh shit! What do we got here?
Access keys. I wonder if there's any latent fingerprints on any of these.
Hmm.
Maybe you should look.
Eileen Townsend. Any fingerprints?
Click, 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 click. Oh,
Look at it.
Look at it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there are fingerprints everywhere.
Printy, prints. I
Okay.
like my print song. I wonder if they're all the same.
See if they match this.
Nope, not this one doesn't. This one doesn't have a swirl. That one doesn't have a swirl. That one has a swirl. These are the swirls out. Those two might match. Swirl. Oh, my swirls. These don't. See how it's got a spiral in the middle?
I think they were telling you what to look for.
Well, I
That's why
already
they
know.
brought. Okay.
Yeah, see how it's got a swirl in the middle?
Yeah.
Not a bend.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got some swirls, like a spiral. It starts with a spiral. So you can start looking at these. These ones don't have a spiral in the middle. And these don't have a spiral.
This one does.
Yeah. You can match it still.
Second floor, Barstow Museum. Archive storage room, access key card. Barstow Museum of Natural Science. That's one we want to hang on to.
Let me make sure it matches.
Okay. From Captain Snow. Brr. Agents, you have once again made substantial progress in this investigation. The killer would have to have had access to both chemicals while they were being stored at the Barstow Museum of Natural Science in California. With the old cases now reopened, Barstow police have uncovered a letter containing a poem that is a match for the night hunter's handwriting. It was delivered to the Barstow Tribune back in 1996. This may be the link between the killer, the museum, and the state of California. Enclosed are records of employment for every possible suspect that worked at the Barstow Museum around the time of the killings, the floors they had access to, and the museum's guidelines for how and where these chemicals were stored. We also found a missing persons file for a woman named Eileen Townsend, whose employee ID and access cards for the museum were found in the parking lot in August 1990, shortly after she went missing.
Brown hair, brown eyes.
It's too coincidental to be ignored. You may be able to use this data and the information contained in the case files to single out a primary suspect.
Do you need one more beer?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, deduce which employee at the Barstow Museum is the killer.
I want to find it.
Well, let's do it. All right. What is this? This was the letter written to Barstow Tribune, June 2nd, 1996. The police have failed to catch me, but perhaps you can do better. I seem to go unnoticed with every single letter. I've returned to where I once roamed, to the memories of my dearest home. Safe behind the shed, my friends are never far. Safe like you may feel, but you never really are.
Ooh.
You feel yourself protected from the terrors of the night, but I am the night hunter, and I have you in my sight. Yours.
I want to look at the files.
She looks like AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, list of Barstow employees.
It's a couple pages.
There's this one. Here's one for you. And what is this? archival storage room security clearance. Security protocol dictates that only certain roles have access to the archival storage rooms on each floor. Room access by role is shown below. To access a room, check out your floor's archive storage key card. Place the key card on the pad while entering your private employee number and the door will unlock. So, here you go. You want to take a look at that?
Yeah, but there's a name I just recognize.
And here we have our, oh, everybody loves a good closing checklist, don't they? It is vitally important that this closing checklist be followed precisely every night. The chemicals in each of the storage rooms listed here are volatile and must be stored with specific conditions. So this tells you the different departments and what you got to do when you're closing up at the end of the night for your shift. And here we have a missing persons report for Eileen Townsend. White, 5'4", 160 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, female, no hat. She wasn't wearing a hat.
Why would she be?
I don't know. White work coat, a blue shirt, khaki pants, white shoes, 28, date of birth 8/1/62. She had a tattoo of a cartoon bunny. Do you think it was Bugs Bunny or like a Playboy bunny?
Well, I guess.
Overall good health. She had asthma. Last seen by Jennifer Santos. Last seen location was at the Barstow Museum on 8/23/90 at 4:47 p.m. She was the museum curator.
I like those.
Missing persons reported by Margaret Townsend. And here are some notes. Eileen Townsend was last seen leaving her office at the Barstow Museum of Natural Science on August 23rd. Reports show her last known contact was coworker Jennifer Santos, a friend who walked with her out of the museum, where the two parted ways and Miss Townsend walked home. At this point, there are no signs of foul play. Her home was undisturbed and her car parked in the driveway. We have uncovered no death threats, suicide notes, or ransom attempts. Her body has not been discovered, and no crime is known to have been committed. Her family believes that she would never leave the city without telling them first.
Because he still has her. Remember what he said in his letter in the mail?
Yeah.
He said he fell in love and he was going to try not to ruin this one.
Mm-hmm. You think that's her, huh?
Yeah. Was there a Santiago Ramsey, or did I just make that up?
I don't remember that before.
Okay, well then good. Then I just made that up.
Okay.
One thing I noticed. What job title has access to all rooms? There's one job that can go to all the rooms.
What is it?
Do you notice?
They can go to all the rooms.
It's the only job that's on all those lists.
The janitor.
Janitor. Now, who has key card access for floor 2 is a janitor.
Let's see. Floor 2. Jeffrey Volpace.
So that means this would be his card,
Uh-huh.
his employee card,
Yeah.
which means he has floor 2 access, but he can also access all of the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't that be our guy to look out for?
Seems like it.
What's his name?
Jeffrey Volpace. Or Volps.
Bolts. So what's the objective? To figure out who the guy is?
We have to finger the killer.
Okay, I think it's him.
You want to finger Jeffrey Volpace?
I mean, there's no other commonality between anybody else. I didn't see or recognize any names. I don't know what would indicate anyone else. His fingerprint is on the back of card 2. So it's either he stole somebody's card and was using it to get access. And they said he probably wouldn't have a very good job. It would be a low-level job.
Mm-hmm.
Janitor is a perfect fit. He wouldn't have credentials to be any of those other positions, so it would have to be a janitor.
Mm-hmm. And what
a
are we?
cafeteria worker.
And so what are we thinking about with the fingerprint? Is that factoring in here yet?
Yeah, that was level 2. You said the matching fingerprint was on that card. That's how I figured
Yeah.
it out. Because there's a janitor on each of these floors. That's the level 2
yeah.
floor. That means that's
yeah.
his employee card. Dorfus also suspects Jeffrey because of the creepypasta Jeff the Killer. I like that.
You could also think of Jeff Epstein.
Oh, he's kind of a creepy fellow.
Okay. All right, so
So have we gone over all the information for this?
I suppose so. So we've decided to finger Jeff Volpace.
Okay, let's make sure. He has all of these access. So these are all the rooms. He's allowed to chemicals in each of the storage rooms listed here of all time must be stored with specific conditions. Okay, he's supposed to make sure the cabinet's locked and secure, trash out, sweep dust. Let's see if there's anything weird in here. General storage cabinet locked.
Don't say fingers. That's what they say. When you're trying to solve the case, you got to finger the killer. You got to make sure you finger the right person when you're trying to solve a
saying
case.
that.
Well, it's true.
Oh, I know.
You don't want to finger the wrong guy
Stop saying that.
when you're trying to solve the case. You finger the wrong guy, you could completely throw your investigation out of whack.
All right, so our guy is on the list of options.
Jeffrey Volpace.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ready? You want to see what happens? Can you zoom in with your dynamic view? Let's see.
Yeah.
Correct!
Yay!
We got it!
All right. Good investigating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all right. We're on the right track. That means
We skipped ahead of how how much we should have looked into that
why?
by eliminating which storage room and when to access the agents.
Well, we got it.
Here's a letter from Captain Snow before moving to Chapter 3.
Oh, okay.
Agents, amazing. We have our killer, Jeffrey Volpace, a former janitor at the Barstow Museum of Natural Science. Not only did he have access to the chemicals in question, his fingerprints on the floor too. Key card matched those gathered at the scene of the Oklahoma City murder. I am sending a team to Barstow. Get some rest, agents. We are getting close, but the night is always darkest before the dawn.
All right. Well, there have to be some more twists and turns coming up because we've got two chapters left.
Yeah. Well, he's probably still got this girl.
Yeah.
He's probably still hanging out with her.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be a weirdo. I'm going to have to buy you a new book now.
I don't care. It's okay.
I didn't expect I would fill up half the pages.
That's all right. Okay, well, I suppose we will try to finish this tomorrow, perhaps.
Yeah, we can.
I don't want to just let this sit for like a month.
No, we can finish it tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll get on at an earlier time tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
We-
start a
we
little
don't have
earlier.
The kids, we'll get on. Should we set a time?
I don't know. It's-
9, 10?
We'll say between 9 and 10.
All right.
Look for it.
Tell your friends, tell your wife.
If you'd like to join in and for the conclusion and see what happens with Jeffrey Volpace, then stop on by. Look
Thanks.
for a notification between 9 and 10 tomorrow.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dorfus.
Yep.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. You're helping us track down the killer.
Appreciate you. And anyone else watching, hope to see you guys again soon. Tomorrow night for the conclusion, the stunning conclusion to The Night Hunter.
Yes.
Until then, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.